Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD and welcome to the Salem ARCA 200, aka the Spectracide 200, race 11 of 20 for the ARCA Menards series in 2024. Last week was the ARCA race at IRP won by Connor Zilich, and I missed it because I slept through the first third, and I don't really do streams if I miss the start, because that's just half-assing it. My apologies for that. It was a pretty decent race. Decent to good. Anyway, while we have no NASCAR during the Olympics, we do have ARCA. In this case, we're heading to Salem, Indiana, in the southern half of the state, for Salem Speedway, the fourth of 7 short tracks that the series goes to. It's a track that I haven't watched a race at yet, mostly I think due to scheduling conflicts with NASCAR. It's a pretty interesting track. It's a very high banked short track. With banking of 33 degrees, which is, I think, on the NASCAR, I think that is more than any track except Talladega. I don't even remember how banked Talladega is. The track itself is 0.555 miles long, so just over half a mile. Now I'm just going to double check how high banked... so it is the exact same banking as Talladega.
It's a short track Saturday night right here on FS1.
ARCA Menards series, all the teams are ready. Green flag is in the air.
This is a great opportunity for these guys to showcase their talent.
So I can't tell if that's Eric Brennan or not. The question is, can a regular series driver actually win?
Series on FS1, Salem Speedway, the high banks, half-mile oval, the midpoint of the season in 2024 for the Spectracide 200. How about glad you're along, Brent Stover alongside Phil Parsons.
Brett Silver?
As well.
Brent Stover.
Since 1955. In fact, for the ARCA Menards series tonight marks the
I've never heard of Brent Stover before.
all-time race at this famed half-mile oval.
Yeah, you said legendary, and this is one of the best racetracks in all the country. This racetrack is banked 33 degrees. That's the same as Talladega, the most banks of any racetrack that we go to here in the ARCA Menards series. So much fun, so much history here. I'm telling you, it's been a staple of the ARCA series, as you mentioned, since 1955.
There's been a lot of stars that have come through, like Frank Kimmel. We will talk about him on throughout the night. Will Kimmel.
All right. So last year he filled in for Jamie Little at Berlin. Okay.
Class of the field. He's been the class of the series all season long. 3 wins for the 18 car, just 17 years of age. Beyond those, Sawalich, a lot of stars to look at here tonight.
Yeah, I really want to keep my eye on. That's William Sawalich. He actually was battling for the lead here last year. Got caught up in an incident with Jesse Love, our eventual winner. But Andres Perez is the guy I'm going to keep my eye on. He's our point leader. It's not a question of
Still needs to win a race.
he's going to win. It's a question of when he's going to win, and it may come tonight. And his teammate, LeVar Scott at Rev Racing, is really coming on a 4th and a 2nd. These last 2 short tracks coming into this race. So he's another guy poised to win. But if you want a feel-good story, think about Will Kimmel. This is his home racetrack. He's a 3rd-generation racer.
Starting third, alongside, or 10th, excuse me. He practiced 3rd.
He was 3rd fastest in practice. He's got a great race car. His dad, Bill, is his crew chief. He was the architect for 8 of Frank Kimmel's 10 championships. And oh, by the way, they won here 9 times, as you can see right
Frank
there.
Kimmel.
Jack Bowser,
3-time champion, Jack Bowser, 6 wins. 3-time champion, Tim Steele with, I think, also 6 wins.
As we start the second half of the season.
Yeah, this is a 3rd of 4 short tracks in a row, and that's when really
So then Les Snow, I think he has 1 or 2. ARCA.
who's going to be good.
So let me
We've seen
re-say it.
He's been in the top
I'm
10
just
every
gonna-
single race this year after a 12th place finish at Daytona, and obviously that includes the short tracks. And we have 4 more short tracks of the 10 races remaining this season.
Do we?
Week here at Salem, next week at Elko, and then a couple later on in the year. So
Okay.
it makes up a large portion of this championship. So that may be where the championship is won on the short track.
So Tim Steele 4 times, and Les Snow they mentioned.
It's going to be a lot of fun here at Salem here tonight. And when we check in with the 3rd member of our team on pit road,
Heather Heather DeBow? Yeah, Heather DeBow.
Well, thank you, Brett. They say in dirt
They mentioned
track
Les
racing,
Snow.
asphalt
I'm
is forbidden for the
trying to remember how many times he won an ARCA, how many championships he has in ARCA.
Making his debut here in the ARCA series and
Les
winning his
Snow.
second start ever on the pavement. But for Corey,
No, never won a championship, I guess, but 34
opportunity presented itself, he absolutely
wins
had to
in
take it.
ARCA.
Now, this
So
track is
very
a
accomplished driver.
facility for to have him his first start with these high banks that should suit his dirt track driving style. And his initial impressions after practicing qualifying, he told me, man, this place is fun. But he did say it surprised him on how different he's going to have to race each end of the racetrack. So that's one thing he's going to be
Yeah,
working
Corey
on.
Day,
His
sprint
goal
car.
is to
Hello,
be realistic,
NASCAR Jimmy.
finish all 200 laps and on the lead lap. If he can do that tonight, then he's done his job.
All right, Heather, going to be exciting with Hendrick all over that car.
The young buck of 23 years old.
Folks at Hendrick Motorsports, paying close attention. We take a look at tonight's Sochi Fast Track.
Clearly, I mean, Corey Day, a full-timer in the
When Moscow, how about going to Hickory and running on the short track at Hickory Motor Speedway?
That's cool. Well, I'm trying to say, you know, he full-time, like you're, yeah.
For the command to fire engines.
Corey Day, in Kyle Larson's full-time in Kyle Larson's sprint car series, so that might be why Hendrick is looking so closely at him now. Waiting for the command, then I'm going to start prattling off the starting lineup, and I got to go a little quickly. It's a 25-car field, the most of any race at Salem since 2016. Yeah, where's the command?
From Salem Speedway, so it's time for you to say those great words in motorsports. Let's do it together. On 3, 1, 2, 3.
That was whack. All right, starting 25th, driving the number 86 Race Part Liquidators Ford for Club Racing Inc. 33 years old from Elk City, Oklahoma, Chris Golden. Starting 24th, driving the number 98 Shearer Speed Ford for Shearer Speed Racing. 64 years old from Chillicothe, Missouri, Dale Shearer, the oldest driver in the field. Starting 23rd, driving the number 31 NationalPolice.org Chevrolet for Rise Motorsports. 40 years old from McCalla, Alabama, Rita Goulet. Hold on, I gotta fix a couple things on here. Starting 22nd, driving the number 48 Copria.com Ford for Brad Smith Motorsports. 55 years old from Shelby Township, Michigan, Brad Smith. And starting 21st, driving the number 03 Race Part Liquidators Ford for Club Racing Inc. 32 years old from Morris, Illinois, Alex Club. I need a minute to be sure to double check that this is exactly correct in terms of the starting lineup. Okay, I assume it's correct. Starting 20th, driving the number 10, High Torque of New York, Double H Ranch Ford for Fast Track Racing. 61 years old from Ballston Spa, New York, Ed Pompa. Starting 19th, driving the number 99, Donray Petroleum LLC, Maples Motorsports Chevrolet for Fast Track Racing. 60 years old from Choctaw, Oklahoma, Michael Maples. Starting 18th, driving the number 12, Bellator Recruiting Academy, VFW Ford for Fast Track Racing. 38 years old from Minot, North Dakota, Ryan Roulette. And starting 17th, driving the number 06, Peterson Motorsports Toyota for Wayne Peterson Racing. 21 years old from Greenwood, Illinois, Brayton Lester. This car I have sponsored. My logo is on the deck lid. Starting 16th, driving the number 68, Clarksville Schwinn Ford for Kimmel Racing. 56 years old from Henryville, Indiana, Mike Basham. Starting 15th, driving the number 11, TimCast.com Toyota for Fast Track Racing. 34 years old from Oaks Bluff, Alabama, Cody Dennison. Starting 14th, driving the number 34, Andres plus Hauser Toyota Ford for Greg Van Alst Motorsports. 24 years old from Martinsville, Indiana. Isaac Johnson, starting 13th, driving the number 95, Wind Supply SCS Gearbox Toyota for Man Motorsports. 21 years old from Statesville, North Carolina, Andrew Patterson. Starting 12th, driving the number 35, Zachy Alley Personal Injury Attorney Ford for Greg Van Alst Motorsports. 43 years old from Anderson, Indiana, Greg Van Alst. Starting 11th, driving the number 32, West Virginia Department of Tourism Ford for AM Racing. 29 years old from Martinsburg, West Virginia, Christian Rose. Starting 10th, driving the number 69, Weddington Custom Homes, Jack's Wax Ford for Kimmel Racing. 36 years old from Sellersburg, Indiana, Will Kimmel. And starting 9th, driving the number 22, Icon Direct Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 32 years old from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, Amber Balkin. Starting 8th, driving the number 55, Dean Custom Air Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 29 years old from Bluffton, South Carolina, Gus Dean. Starting 7th, driving the number 2, Max Siegel Inc. Chevrolet for Rev Racing. 19 years old from Mexico City, Mexico, Andres Perez. Starting 6th, driving the number 15, First National Bank Corporation Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 30 years old from Wexford, Pennsylvania, Chris Wright, his birthday 10 days ago. And starting 5th, driving the number 28, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. For Pinnacle Racing Group. Make that mistake a couple times. 18 years old from Clovis, California, Corey Day. His first ever ARCA start. Starting 4th, driving the number 25, I was told it was Sunoco Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 25 years old from Hillsborough, California, Tony Bradinger. It's on the rear bumper and that's it. Are you kidding me? Starting 3rd, driving the number 20, Phoenix Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. 19 years old from Lynn Haven, Florida, Jake Finch.
It's Toyota.
Yeah, he ran the Nashville Fairgrounds.
I was looking at the Man Motorsports.
Had a top 5 finish, so that was his debut.
This is like they're looking at the 95. Starting 2nd, driving the number 6, Max Siegel Inc. Chevrolet for Rev Racing. 20 years old from Carneys Point, New Jersey, LeVar Scott. And starting on the pole, driving the number 18, Starkey Sound Gear Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, with a pole time of 17.101 seconds and an average 17.101 seconds and an average speed of something. I don't have time to. What is the average speed? Hold on a minute. Because it didn't have the qualifying results. An average speed of 116.835 miles per hour. 17 years old from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, William Sawalich. That is your starting lineup for today's Spectracide 200.
Gauge was flashing, so rather than be sorry, they wanted to be safe, and crew chief Ryan Pickle London told me they had one more check it out and just make sure everything was okay with that 32.
All right, so this is a quick check for Christian Rose.
Stay out of trouble and keep those fenders clean.
Heather thanks. Christian Rose begins the night 7th in points with 399. Just consistent, steady week in and week out.
Let's take a look at our race analysis. You see this race is
2 race breaks. And it's the 110th ARCA race at Salem Speedway. Oh, good Lord. I mean, this track used to have 2 races a year. Since COVID, it's gone to, well, actually, since COVID, it went to 2.
And what a great racetrack this is. It's probably a little bit like Bristol, that you see the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, Truck Series race, as well as the ARCA Menards Series, but it's about 10 times rougher than it is. And the groove is right up against the outside wall, which is a little unusual. Most of the places we go, people want a bottom feed, go to the bottom. They want to be right around the top of the racetrack here, and they'll fight for the top of the racetrack.
Absolutely. The Spectracide 200, race number 11, tremendous crowd, beautiful evening. It's a short track Saturday night here on FS1. Mentioned IRP last week. Hunter Zillish, he is not in the field tonight, but I'll tell you, the rest of the stars are here tonight from the ARCA Menards Series.
Yeah, and that car that Connor Zillich has won 3 races is in this field as well. That's the car that Corey Day is driving the Hendrick.
That is steep banking. I love it.
So that car will be strong
in winnings. Overall, he's third in winnings. In sprint cars with more than $264,000 won. So this kid, there's a lot of hype.
5-time winner in the high limit series. I'll get more on that during the race break. He won Knoxville this year in World of Outlaws.
He's fifth in points in that series. As we mentioned earlier, he won the World of Outlaws race.
All right, here we go. It'll be 200 laps around the .555 mile short track. Pace car pulling off. So Wallace and Scott leading the field to green. Here we go at Salem. Not the field didn't even get to green properly. Jeez. So Wallace already shooting off, and Breidinger off the pace from the start, losing fourth. Maybe a gear shift problem? Oh, Corey Day gets way loose in the goose. He's going to lose the battle for fourth. Oh, Amber Balkan wrecks on lap 2. Come on, are you kidding me? Come on. Oh shit, I almost dropped my microphone. Really? The 22 is donezo. And how on earth has the leaderboard not had anything? Come on. Reload. Apparently, leaderboard still sucks shit.
Point standings, this is certainly going to hurt a big field, like you mentioned, you had 25 cars. He can really take a hit in points, and I'm sure that's going to be terminal for that.
One of the 5 Venturini cars to start here tonight in the field.
It's one of the full-timers.
He's had a nice season.
No, she hasn't.
Number 3 spins out, hits the inside retaining wall, and brings out the caution.
You see the water just pouring out from under the front of the car, obviously the radiator is
Like,
on
she's done.
that machine.
The Icon Directs Toyota. Corey Day didn't help things when he got loose in the goose, but she's way behind that disaster. Contact with Greg Van Alst. No one's really fault except the lack of skill. I guess with
Turned her sideways and she went straight into the inside wall.
unbelievable.
Just a
Like,
window. Again, we talk about this racetrack.
how many DNSs you had this year?
The front straightaways are banked a little bit as well, so there's some kind of self-cleaning, and unfortunately, that's what put Amber into the inside.
It's her
wall.
third DNF.
Remember,
She's had, we're in race 11. She's had 4 top 10 finishes. 4. No top 5s in a Venturini car. Pitiful.
See her getting out of the car there.
That's Amber right there. Keep an eye on her. She's going to make contact with that blue car. You see the 25 of Tony
She came
Breidinger
up.
a little bit slow, and maybe Greg Van Alst pulled to the left a little bit to avoid Tony, and when he did, he and Amber made contact. There's another view of it here. I think Greg Van Alst was just trying to give Tony some room.
She came up.
Certainly nothing intentional there, but unfortunately, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference to Amber.
So her race car is torn up. We're on lap number 4. First caution. The 22 Toyota. Amber Balkan, more to come from Salem.
And we're done.
What about these?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge, and Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less and get the job done with more. This works? Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. Suchi. PowerPack's tube and fittings are perfect for a variety of do-it-yourself projects. With PowerPack's tube and fittings, you can...
Well, okay, so I mentioned Corey Day. He is one. So let's look up. I'm gonna look up exactly. I keep a record of everything. So he's won 5 races so far. He won at RPM Raceway, which is I think RPM Speedway in Crandall, Texas. His second win was at Red Dirt Raceway, which I believe is in Oklahoma. Yeah, Meeker, Oklahoma. Win number 3 came at Riverside. I got to be careful. Because there's a bunch of Riverside speedways, and I don't want to have the wrong one. So let me check the high limit. Riverside International Speedway in West Memphis, Arkansas. Win number 4 was at I-70 Speedway in Missouri, And finally, his last win was at Lake Ozark Speedway in Missouri. All of them are dirt tracks. Like I said, he also has one. He won a Knoxville in the race. A race at Knoxville, at in the World of Outlaws. And will the leaderboard please load? Come on. Like, okay, you know what? Let me fix this. I will make my own leaderboard. IndyCar. Okay. My head might take up more of the screen, but that's the least of anyone's concerns. I don't even know who the top 10 are. So, 18, 6. I don't even know who's second. Who's third? Who started third? Okay, Jake. Okay, so Wallace leads, then LeVar Scott, then Jake Finch, then Chris Wright, I think. Corey Day got loose, so I don't know where he ended up. Breidinger fell back because she got loose in the goose at the start. When we're back. Save big money at Menards. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Half-mile oval. Amber Balkin is on the hook, and she is caught up with Heather.
And Brent Amber came into today with some optimism on how much speed you guys had, and then that happened.
You finished. You were 9th in qualifying.
Yeah, I was so excited for this race. We had such a good, fast, Icon Direct number 22 car in practice and decent qualifying effort. And I knew this was good. I thought this was going to be a really great.
Now Corey Day should hold on to 5th.
Turn into the wall there. I mean, we're all fighting hard for that top lane because it's needed for this track. But yeah, unfortunately, just got.
I think Will Kimmel had a good run. I think he got up to 6th or 7th. No.
They said I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't think I did. But we'll have to go back and watch the footage.
And that was a hard hit for you. Are you okay? Because I know you have the ankle injury that you're still battling.
Yeah, no, physically fine. Just I really wanted to race all 200 laps of this track. It's a super fun racetrack. Really happy that ARCA comes here. I just am really bummed I'm out this early. Thanks.
Out.
Yeah, no, and she'll look at it. She'll realize she didn't do anything wrong. It was just racing for position. Again, the 25 of Tony got a little bit seized up, and maybe Greg may move down just a little bit to avoid Tony. Give Tony.
Is that Brad Smith already behind the wall? Oh, come on. I mean, I know it's a starting park, but still. Well, it's kind of a start. Oh, the leaderboard's back.
She was a ways from it there on the bottom of 3 wide.
Wait,
Early
wrong.
on this race, first caution.
There we go. There's my setup.
Andres Perez come off a great race at IRP.
Okay, the 86 pulled off. The 68 might have 2. So already we've lost 3 cars, 2 of which I'm not. Well, I'm disappointed the 68 pulled off. I didn't expect that to be like a starting park.
The race here tonight through 10, halfway mark of the 2024 season.
What a great racetrack, though. That's why I never got to race at Salem, but I raced at Bristol a number of times, and that's, this,
Yeah, okay.
this is the Bristol.
So Wallace, I just gotta wait for the null to go away. So that we can.
But ARCA series, as you
I don't know why there's a null there, so ignore the null. It's got the top 19.
That's the most, by the way, that the ARCA series is of any racetrack they've ever visited.
And it's really not close between first and second. But so Wallach, what are the storylines coming in? 3 wins on the season. You mentioned 5 times he's been on the pole so far this year. LeVar Scott, I know you've been.
Why does Isaac Johnson have an initial? I mean, no one thinks it's Jimmy Johnson. Or at least I hope not. Not a fun race to watch, by the way. Nobody likes a super speedway with 0 lead changes. That's just bad racing. Especially when everyone behind him was too cowardly to make a move. Like, are you joking me? Okay, we're going green next time by. So Will Kittle now up to 8th. Okay, gained 2 positions at the start. Mostly by, I guess, by passing the wrecked, by passing the loose Breidinger and the wrecked Balkan.
No surprises. Sawallich remains on the outside. Now Jake Finch and everybody else on the inside row is going to try to fight for the outside. Just like the most tracks we go to, they fight for the inside. It's just the opposite here in Salem. Racetracks banked a little bit higher up there on the high side. And a little bit smoother up there, too. It's not smooth, but it's a little smoother.
Make no mistake. No part of that.
All right, here we go.
Track is
Oh, for
smooth.
Christ's sake.
Pace car off.
All right, going green again. On lap 11 at Salem.
Flag back in the air. On a restart, Sawallich. After the point once again on lap number 11 of 200 here at Salem Speedway in Southern Indiana.
Great job by LeVar Scott to grab that spot back from the 15 of Chris Wright.
Right, so second for that one. Chris Wright to 3rd. On the high side, Gus Dean started 8th, now up to 4th spot. And Perez trying to get to 5th. He started 7th.
Somewhere there. It's Gusty in the 55, then the 2 of Perez. And trying to sneak up there now is the 20 of Jake Finch.
Will Kimmel now pulls to the inside to try to make the move on Corey Day. In the battle for the 7th spot.
Actually, I said Will Kimmel. Looked like he. Wait, that was Will Kimmel. So he's up to 7th.
There he is right there, Will Kimmel at 69.
And he's driving a Mustang. So that's obviously the better version of the Ford as opposed to the Fusion.
We see Andres Perez with 2 cars.
Perez trying to make the move now on Augustine. They can run side by side. Oh! Or I guess Augustine just let the 2 by. This is unusual.
See some moves made on the inside down there in 1 and 2. I'm not sure you can do it in 3 and 4, but
Already lapping Ed or Dale Shearer. I guess 68 was this a starting park, which is unfortunate. Hoping that car would run the whole distance. The 10 is the 98 staying on there.
6 car, LeVar Scott.
Rita Goulet also in a 31 is a lap down. So 20 cars remain on the lead lap.
18 car. Ty Gibbs is such a star in that car and many before him as well.
Tanner Gray took his 18 car.
Brad Smith going a lap down.
If William doesn't run all the races, it's because he's not open. ARCA has a rule that certain racetracks over a mile and a half or over, you have to be 18 years of age. So that's why we see so many of these teenagers run the short tracks before they're old enough to run everywhere. He will turn 18, but it will be after the season ends for the ARCA Menards here.
Early October, that's exactly right. Lap 18 at Sawallich, then LeVar Scott. The 20 there, Jake Finch. Lap traffic will be a major factor here tonight. And Will Kimmel there in the 69.
There's that blue and white car of Corey Day. Corey's fell into the 8th spot.
Perez trying to make a move on Chris Wright. The battle for 3rd. They're going around Alex Clubb, who's also going to lap down. So 8 cars out of 25 off the lead lap. Let's see, given how wide this track is, the lap cars will make a big difference in the racing. Someone needs them as a pick. See, there are already, it looks like Michael Maples has gone a lap down. Ryan Roulette has gone a lap down. 10 cars off the lead lap. And it's lap 21. 10% of the way through.
Fully expect him to have a great race, but I think he has great expectations, as Heather reported. Run all 200 laps and see what happens.
Perez been able to gain on every single straightaway, but the corners are the slippery part for him.
Chris Wright, see how much harder it is down.
Brayton, did he go down a lap? Yeah. Brayton Lester now a lap down, and would have helped if the ARCA scoreboard had gotten, it'd be able to spell Brayton correctly.
Come off the corner a little bit lower off the turn 2. Get a good bite, maybe pull up on the side of your competitor, beat him down to turn 3. See some lap cars, heavy, a lot of cars in this field. As you mentioned, 25 cars. That's a lot of cars on this half mile.
I would love more.
10 cars on the lead.
I mean, I always just want higher and higher car counts.
Johnson in the 34.
That's what I mean.
Craig Van
It looks like Isaac Johnson is chasing down Tony Breidinger. Perez takes third.
I've seen a couple guys get into trouble over there in the high side, actually, in Tony Reicher.
Oh, does he have a flat tire? Chris Wright into the wall. Oh, and Will Kimmel has to skirt around him on the high side. Chris Wright gets down out of the way. He's going to pull on the pit road. He is done, I think.
Speed around the outside.
Wright, who had just been passed to the inside by the 2 car, and then he gets too high, gets into the wall.
And another caution just came out.
Maybe some debris on the racetrack. You have to wonder.
Now the 95.
Yep, 95 of Andrew Patterson.
Rookies in the field, he's into the wall.
He is, and his car is stopped.
Here on lap 26.
So 3 cars all run. So those 2 cars both running at. Oh, he gets the car rolling again.
Mark Noble is team owner. Looks like there's much damage on that 95.
He's got it moving. Possibly right foot tire down.
That thing is, there's sparks coming out of that thing. Not good.
Tire there, you can see it right there.
Your right front.
95. So he'll come to pit road.
He did not make significant contact with the outside wall, but certainly some contact. And ARCA officials, we talked at the beginning of the race about them having 6 tires in the pits, and that's all they can use. They make exceptions when you have flat tires or damaged tires.
Here's the 15 and what happened.
We saw him lose that spot to Andres Perez.
Bam. I would have guessed flat tire.
Went down on the 15. He had lost another spot. Watch Will Kimmel.
Will Kimmel had he almost drifted that thing around the 15.
That's a potential Reese's sweet move in the race.
Yeah, for Will Kimmel, without a doubt. Tough break for.
My sponsored car, the 06, is in 13th. Oh my God. I mean, it's not a car you ever expect to contend, but if this thing gets a top 10, I'll be over the moon.
This move again. Watch Will Kimmel. You see the 15 come off the wall. Chris Wright, Jake Finch.
I will go get I will get a blizzard tomorrow, a frosty tomorrow. No, a blizzard tomorrow if this thing gets a top 10. It would require quite a few good cars wrecking out. So
Evasive moves like that's pretty impressive.
Visit ARCARacing.com Monday, 3 Eastern time to see who's crowned Reese's sweet move of the race. Nominee of the night comes from the 69 Will Kimmel. Documented legendary career in this series of his Uncle Frank, and obviously Bill, the team owner. In charge of this. There's the 15 of Chris Wright.
A lot of attrition already in this race. We didn't have our leading attrition last year. We saw the video at the top of the show of Sawalch getting in the wall, but he was able to make repairs and got back out and ended up finishing 6th in the race. We only had 1 caution other than the 2 breaks, and we've already had 2 now.
Amber Balkan already out of the race, the 22 car. Venturini Motorsports, 16 starts for Will Kimmel, 7 in the top 10. Best finish, 2nd. In 2011, he documented it. Jesse Love went wire to wire in this race last year.
Yeah, his 2nd win here at this racetrack. He actually won before he was a full-time ARCA Series competitor, and when he just ran a handful of laps, he was able to get victory lane. But we talk about the history here. 1955. Look at some of the people that have won races here.
So Benny Parsons, hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of this so I can talk about all of them.
Bobby Allison, Cup Series champion, won here back in 1975.
So.
Brad Keselowski's father, former ARCA champion, he won here in 1987. And Kenny Schrader had 2 wins here, and we mentioned earlier.
So I mean, I'll talk about this over a commercial. The various
Here at Salem, which is his home racetrack.
these winners and their relation to ARCA specifically is.
Lap 29, our 2nd caution. Perfect night for racing on this short track. Mentioned at the drop of the green flag, the temperature was 83. The stands are packed. Midpoint of the 2024 season. So many good storylines. 25 cars in the field tonight. With more on that 15 car, once again, here's Heather.
And Chris Wright had that flat tire going into 3 and 4. He actually hit the wall as well, so they came down to pit road and checked underneath the hood to see if anything was bent. The team now asking Chris over the radio, how is the steering? He said, it seems to be okay at this point, but we'll get a better idea when we get up to speed.
Okay, thank you, Heather. So, find out. Take a look at that tire.
Yeah, they're taking a look to see if they can figure out exactly what happened. Unfortunately, when you run high like that, you're not able to get that much momentum if you're running on the bottom of the racetrack and you cut down the right front tire. So there's not that acute angle of attack to the outside wall. So that's why there's probably minimal damage. And Chris Ruck will be able to tell a lot about his front end settings by where his steering wheel is. The drivers will put a piece of tape at the top of the steering wheel so they know that the wheel's straight. If that
All right, I got all my
tape is still at the top,
stats.
then he's probably okay. If that takes off a little bit, that means the towing is probably knocked out.
Lap 31, our second caution. Into the wall with 15 as well as the 95. Tomorrow on Fox, tens of thousands of horsepower is headed to wine country.
I ain't watching that though, because it's not my deal. NHRA is not my thing.
So, but don't miss any of the thrilling action tomorrow, 4 Eastern on Fox.
11,000 horsepower. Plenty of cars in the top fuel cars. 11,000. See the 95 car pulling behind the wall. Andrew Patterson. They will have to make further repairs. Unfortunately, could be terminal.
Mentioned only 6 tires available. We'll have
6 tires?
race brakes at lap 75 and 125. 31 here, so Walich has led them all. And he's been comfortably out in front.
Keep an eye on that 55 of Gus Dean. He will restart in this 4th position. That will be outside second row.
1 to go. Next time by.
Possibly get live at 2 for
Number green next time around.
Wait, that's not Dean Custom Air on the 55. That's Palmetto Grain.
Not a winner.
So it's the number 55 Palmetto Grain Toyota for Venturini Motorsports. What is it? 29 years old from Bluffton, South Carolina. Gus Dean. All right, Palmetto Grain. This is what happens when I don't have all the info
I
available.
think he has 6 top 10s in a row coming into this race, dating back to mid last year.
Super Speedway has been good this year and throughout the career of Gus Dean. Well, if you want national stock car racing, this is the place to be on this Saturday night in Salem, of course, with the Olympic break going on. The Truck Series, Xfinity, or Cup Series.
Let's see if Wallace can get the jump like he did on that last restart. He is the control car. Remember, no restart.
All right. Wait, I'm about to mute it.
Restart.
Another restart on lap 33. We're green again at Salem.
Green here at Salem.
Can anyone
Spectre side,
get by Sawalich? Nope, he skirts away. Perez up to 3rd now over Gus Dean.
Gus Dean settling into second is LeVar Scott.
Andres Perez may have resigned on that second spot with his teammate LeVar Scott has.
Perez has been on a march through the field. Now making a move on his teammate. Can he pull it off? Entering now through 3 and 4. The Rev Racing duo side by side. LeVar Scott holds on. Battle for 5th now. Jake Finch and Corey Day to the inside. Ooh, almost contact there, but the 28's got some speed now that Corey Day's found his handling, and he's now into the top 5. And behind Jake Finch, there's also Will Kimmel, the homeboy. Corey Day. Can he get by the highest running Venerini Toyota in that Pinnacle Racing Group Chevrolet? That'll put 3 Chevrolets in the top 4. Oh man, he goes way deep into the inside, slides up in contact with the 55. That could have been way more disastrous. He held on to that car real well. Maybe it's that dirt experience coming into play, but his inexperience showing being on in a stock car, these much heavier vehicles, not able to pull off a slide job.
The battle for fourth, the 55 of Gusty and the 28 of Corey Day.
A lot of lap travel on the inside, forcing the cars high.
Potential Reese's sweet move of the race right there.
Really? I was an almost wreck.
Almost gets in the 55, but a nice save by Corey Day.
Hope we didn't miss the pass. Congratulations, ARCA! You missed the pass.
The outside.
Ah!
In from the 55, and Corey Day up into fourth.
Alex Club almost getting into the 55 there. Corey Day now up to 5th spot. Yeah, of course, I freaking say it. Brayton and Lester a lap down. Now just 12 cars on the lead lap. Good run off of 2 is what got Corey Day the position.
Get side by side with him, and that does a slide job hitting in turn 3.
Almost hit the wall doing that second slide job. Come on, Jake Finch. Will Kimmel. Get by the 20.
Put on the 55 for Dusty. Fast race car for Corey Day.
Fast race car for the 18 of Williams, zoologist who had the
Isaac Johnson is past his team owner. Now is running 10th. It's half a second behind Christian Rose.
Zoologist in front of Scott Perez and Corey Day.
All right. All right, so they showed 5 great drivers that have all won at Salem. First one they mentioned was Benny Parsons, who won at Salem twice in April and in October and in September of 1968. Of course, Parsons is a NASCAR champion, but before that, he had 16 wins in ARCA and 2 championships in 1968 and 1969. The next driver they showed was Bobby Allison, who won an ARCA in July of 1975. But of course, Bobby Allison is also a NASCAR champion. Parsons in 73, Allison in 83. Though this was Parsons' only ARCA victory. Bobby Allison's only ARCA victory. Bob Keselowski, another driver they talked about. He won here in October of 1987. He has 24 ARCA wins to his name from 1986 to 1993 and was the 1989 ARCA Series champion. Fourth driver they showed was Ken Schrader, 4-time NASCAR Cup Series winner, but long-time part-time driver in ARCA, making a couple starts per year. He was known as one of the busiest drivers ever. 18 wins in ARCA, and with that came 2 wins at Salem in September of 1999 and in April of 2015, which I believe makes him the oldest winner of an ARCA race. And finally, Frank Kimmel. He has 80 wins in ARCA, most all-time, including 9 at Salem. The spring of 1988, 5 in a row. The spring of 1988, then 5 in a row from the spring of 2000, from the fall of 2000 to the spring of 2002. Then 3 more wins at Salem. Unless I missed one. Oh yeah, sorry. He also had the win in the fall of 98. So swept in this race in 1998, and then won 5 straight from the fall 2000 to fall 2002. Then he won in the spring of 04, and his last win came at Salem. It came in the fall of 08. And with this, he also has 10 ARCA champions. The championship in 98, 8 in a row from 2000 to 2007, and then once more in 2013. All right. So those are the drivers that have, the famous drivers I mentioned, that have won at Salem Speedway. Cody Dennison a lap down and Greg Van Alst a lap down, meaning just 10 cars on the lead lap.
Lap number 55.
And we're just going to be stuck with 0-0 for the whole race, huh?
Number 11
Great.
of the ARCA Menards series, and William Swallich has been out front comfortably all night long.
Running a little bit lower down in 1 and 2. We've seen a couple cars on the higher side, almost like there's an extra bump there, or a worse bump than there was, and they have to get out of the throttle. We've seen a couple passes there, and it looks like that these guys
2.3 seconds clear of the of second place now.
1 and 2, where they're right up against the outside wall in 3 and 4. So we watched Swallich has a little bit over a 2-second lead. See how high he is down here, Brent? Now when he gets down to this corner, if he can get by Ryan Roulette before he gets there, he may not. He'll have to go possibly a little bit higher, but still not near as high as they are down in the other end of the racetrack.
Christian Rose, currently 9th.
They had to go to the back for the start for unapproved adjustments. He's made his way all the way up to the 9th spot.
Probably going to get lapped soon, though. We got these lap times.
The finish came right here last year at Salem when he finished third, and he finished third in the points. He's had a little bit of bad luck to start the season. You see him; he's caught the 25.
So I was looking at the wrong column. I thought there might have been a battle between the 34 and the 32. I was wrong. I was looking at the column all the way to the right, which is their fastest lap.
Seconds behind their leader, and their lap in this racetrack a little bit over 18 seconds. So he needs to get going.
Rose in the 32 started the night 7th in points. Former, as we document often, former.
Oh, now the gap's down to 1.7 seconds.
Battle just won't quit here.
Lap traffic being a bitch, I guess.
Andres Perez. I think Perez would love to be able to get by LeVar Scott, obviously to move up the position, but we know we're going to get a caution at least in about 15 laps, and that would put him to the front row with an opportunity to race Swallich if he continues to lead on that restart after that first break.
Couple of Chevy teammates, second, third. Scott, then Perez.
Okay. Dale looks like maybe Dale Shearer and Brad Smith have pulled their cars out of the race.
Yeah, the lead basically is stabilized for Swallich somewhere between the second half. Sometimes if he gets in heavy traffic, it'll go down some. If they get in heavy traffic, that LeVar Scott, Andres Perez.
Trying to lap Isaac Johnson and Carson Rose. Now we have a battle.
Our leader, and that is the 32 of Christian Rose. 2 cars in front of Swallich, doing his best to try to stay on the lead lap.
Swallich gets around the 34 of Isaac Johnson. Rose is up next in front of the 18.
So 10 cars in the lead lap looking for 9.
10th running, Isaac Johnson.
So looking for 8 cars in the lead lap.
Lap 75.
9th place gets lapped. Breidinger right in front of him.
Scheduled race break. And then again in lap 125.
Bad news for Christian Rose as he goes down a lap. That's
And Isaac Johnson pulls to his Christian Rose's inside trying to take the position.
right in front of Swallich. If Swallich gets by Tony.
Whoa.
Now that
The 11, Cody Dennison almost got wrecked there as Swallich trying to get between Breidinger and himself. That was really close.
to try to get in front of that 25 of Tony Breidinger to be the free pass car.
That lucky dog spot. We're seeing some cars sliding up near the wall. Isaac Johnson got
Tony Breidinger now 8th place, a lap down. They'll leave 7 on the lead lap. Next will be Will Kimmel, but I don't think Swallich will get to him fast enough.
highest banking on the circuit, as you talked about. 33 degrees, same as Talladega. Hard to believe. To this point, Scott has been able to keep that 2 in his rear view mirror. We'll see if that can stay that way for the next 7 laps or so before this race break.
Christian Rose looking a little wonky there with his line. Looks like he's trying to block the 6th car. Whoa! 31 car almost had a oopsie whoopsie there. Oh, now we do have an oopsie whoopsie. The 31 is pulled to the side of the track. Car has stopped, and our 3rd caution.
Comes after the 31 of Rita Goulet. Has been 10. Crew chief tonight.
May have big break for Tony Breinger. She will get her free pass and get back on the lead lap, and it will be a break.
Oh, come on. You get going again? What was that for? You're trying to get a caution on purpose?
Okay, we're close enough to lap 75.
Tony Breininger will get the free pass.
75 lap break. And I would think that could possibly be what they do. She had some sort of initiative.
That was weird.
She just locks the brakes up down here. She was doing her best to make sure she didn't slide back up the racetrack.
Low volume, blurred screen. All right, let me try upping the volume.
Now she got refired and moving again.
What's my mic stand?
70 kind of feels like that in between. Whether they want
Sorry,
to
Baron Von Weeds.
or call this the first race break.
Yeah, they have an opportunity here because they know there's no debris on the racetrack because they were able to watch the 31 of Rita Goulet.
Okay, let's have a race break now.
A near miss for our leader. It's going to go in between Tony Breininger and the 11 car of Cody Dennison. Watch this.
There was no room there.
That's putting a lot of trust in your competitors right there. Trust that Tony's going to keep her car down on the bottom, that Cody's not going to turn left when he gets there.
In the first half of this race, it appears as something like that would be the only thing that could slow down the 18 here tonight. It just about did.
Oh, God. Can't tell if it's a car, fireworks, or gunshots.
They'll roll around under yellow till around lap 75, which will constitute our first break of the evening from Salem Speedway when the 18 out front.
And now we wait until we go back to the race, but we'll probably end this under caution. Bum ba dum dum bum bum. Save big money at Menards. The stupid Sprecher ad is on.
Soda. Don't believe me? Hear me out. Sprecher is one of the only breweries that fire brews their craft sodas. It's that, plus pure Wisconsin honey, that makes Sprecher the best tasting craft soda out there. It's cool and refreshing on a hot summer day. And it pairs perfectly with a hot dog. Sprecher craft soda. Find it at Menards and get
I can't relate to this. I don't live near. I don't have Menards. I'm a northeastern boy. I'm used to Stop and Shop and on whatever I guess is just native to the northeast. Like Stop and Shop. I mean, Stop and Shop's just the one I'm really familiar with. Because I was Trader. I like Trader Joe's, but they're all over the place. Like I don't live near a Bass Pro Shops or a Wawa or a Winn-Dixie or a Kroger's. Anyway, after this race at 11:30 p.m., there is the ARCA West race at Shasta Speedway. I have a pretty miserable car count of just 13, but I will be covering it. It's a 150 lap feature, and hopefully won't be up for too late. And as any consolation, I guess I'll stay up a little bit, watch the Formula 3 race, and then get to sleep, or stay up even longer, watch the Formula 2 race, and then sleep until the Grand Prix, the Belgian Grand Prix. All right, race break has been called early, so that's what we're at.
Lap 75 is where we get it. Maximum 4 crew members over the wall.
Yeah, the teams will be allowed to change tires. Again, 6 tires for this race. That means more than likely they will just change 2 tires on this break. They'll save the 4 tires for the lap 125 break, and the restart order will be set how the order was when they came down pit road at the time of the caution.
One of the storylines coming in, the 28 of Corey Day. With more, here's Heather.
Where's Heather? Getting an angle. I was trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do with that angle with those angle grinders. Yo, where's the pit reporter? What the fuck?
Well, we will get to Heather. Currently 4th start.
Why are they?
Go back to 7th and has made some nice moves to get.
What the heck are they doing with those angle
to
grinders?
4th place. Corey Day, youngster, with assistance tonight from Hendrick Motorsports, and he is definitely a star for the future.
Yeah, the sum total of his pavement experience is a couple twin, probably 40-lap races that he ran at Hickory Motor Speedway. Again, he won one of those, as we talked about at the top of the show, but you can see how he's learning. Fell back at the initial start, being a little bit careful, which I think was smart, and then has methodically worked his way back towards the front.
All right, so that's the 28, and there's the 18, the leader. He's led them all. William Sawalich, the 17-year-old from Minnesota, looking for his 4th win of the season. Lap number 72 is where we get our first race.
He's the only one in the field who's won an ARCA race.
Mid-Ohio, and then
Gustine has,
Berlin
excuse me.
In late June, there in Marne, Michigan, and then IRP finished 3rd last week.
Yeah, the only blemish you see right there is that 17th place finish at Dover, and I think he was leading the race at Dover when he got taken out by another competitor, certainly not of his making. So strong. And I was talking to his crew chief Matt Ross today, and he said they weren't as good last week. We saw that he got into the wall early, but he said he didn't think we were as good as we needed to be, so we've made some changes. We've really had struggled a little bit in turn 2 last year. He said we feel like we've made the car better, so looks pretty good so far.
We'll see if any of the other cars have anything for the 18. He's been tough in here tonight. Lap 72, our 4th caution of the night. Spectracide 200 continues.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes take you out of the moment. Now there's Skyrizi. So you can show up with clearer skin and show it off. With Skyrizi, you can take each step with 90% clearer skin.
How long is discussion gonna be? Come on, go back to the race. Come on, come on. Anyway, I hope you all have been enjoying the ARCA series so far as much as you can. I know a subset of my audience only watches ARCA for a very specific reason. Next week I'm going to a restaurant I wanted to go to for a while, and I made sure I set it for a Friday because Saturday we have the longest, well, ARCA race on the year. Well, if you go by laps, not mileage, it's a 250 lapper on the 1/3 mile Elko Speedway in Elko, New Market, Minnesota. Yeah, so it's the shortest track on the ARCA schedule. But yeah, a 9 p.m. race, making I think the latest start time for an ARCA race. I should mention there are some ARCA races it will be impossible for me to cover because of, well, I will not be able to prioritize it as much because of issues with when the race is itself. Just for example, so these races are the dirt races. So just to give an example, I mean, I wish I could actually cover them because they're at tracks that I want to pay attention to, but I am not going to unprioritize the Cup Series. As an example, on the 18th of April, August 16th, ARCA has a race at Michigan, in a Friday race to kick off the weekend. That Saturday, they're at 2 p.m. They're at the Springfield Dirt Track at 2 p.m. running the race, and then the Cup race starts a half hour later. Which I guess I'll try to keep covering the ARCA races that happens, but I'm going to be mainly focused on Cup. Same token, 2 weeks later, they have the ARCA race at DuQuoin at 8:30 p.m. Only problem is that the Southern 500 starts at 6 p.m., 2.5 hours prior, and it will definitely still be going. So that'll be awkward for me to cover, especially because Darlington will be the regular season finale. Even then, I'm going to be in Milwaukee for the IndyCar race, so that's a whole nother can of worms.
Winnings. He's third on that list right now.
All right.
As you talked about, not many laps turned on pavement, but this is a big night for him to get those laps in.
Yeah, we talked about the Kimmels being three generations. Well, he's the second generation, as well as Dad Ronnie.
Sorry, also, wait, hold on a minute. I misrepresented my view count. This is my actual. This was what I meant to do. I don't know how I forgot to fix that. I am sorry.
So
let me check studio though, because maybe that's changed by now.
So Wallich in the lead chooses the top line with LeVar Scott to his inside.
All right then, here we go again. Green at Salem. Corey Day on the outside, trying to get to third, not able to. Perez trying to get a run on the inside to get around his teammate.
Getting underneath the six, can he finally make the pass here as Wallich races out to the lead once again?
Oh, it was like Scott almost hit the wall.
On the inside, down in 3 and 4 because the groove is right up next to the wall, and they can keep up so much speed up there. Jerry's not going to make it 3 wide.
No, that's pushing it even for him.
The outside of the two.
I think that was a great move, moving to the outside.
Keep thinking they're hitting the wall. LeVar Scott second, Corey Day third. Here comes Gus Dean to the outside of the two.
Yes, he does. Jake Finch in the mix as well.
Not able to get there though. Corey Day holding on to third spot.
And so Walsh is loving that, watching that in his mirror.
Huge gap between front-running Wallich.
Corey Day trying to make the move on LeVar Scott. That could set him up really well for the second half if he could get past the 6. Sorry, the last part of the race after the second race break.
Corey Day is done so early in his pavement career.
Perez, for much of the race, has tried to get around LeVar Scott. Now it's Day's turn, but to Scott's credit, he's been able to maintain second place throughout the night.
Walsh is really setting a torrid pace right now.
How's his Williams to Wallich? Not that hard to understand.
Second, which is really, really fast. LeVar Scott, second fastest car on the racetrack, ran an 18:14, so about 10th and a half faster for Wallich in clean racetrack.
It was already bad news that he was in the race tonight for the rest of the 25-car field. But
Right.
you mentioned it.
The advantage is just ridiculous.
Adjustments
Corey, oh no, he fell back. Excuse me, a bit. Perez is starting to close back in on him.
Move up on the rear bumper of the 28 of Corey Day.
Ooh, a little contact there.
And I just don't know how hard, if you're Andres Perez, that you
They guys are running so
knowing that we're gonna
close to the wall.
If you stay where you are right now, you will restart on the outside second row. We saw him lose a position because of that.
Is trying to come back on the 28 car of Corey Day. Lap 85. Here in the Spectra side, 200 Salem Speedway in Indiana. Swalwich
You know, like someone put a potato in the tailpipe of the 18 or something.
He was about a tenth of a second faster that last lap then was LeVar Scott. Lap time's almost the same that lap.
Maybe the
Corey Day was actually
21 is on. Maybe the. I'm trying to figure out who's on track.
Half a tenth over Salem.
Let them all. Continuing to build on that lead. Since the race break. He has raced out to a nearly 2-second, now over 2-second lead.
We've gone almost a race and a half here at Salem without a lead change. We talked about Jesse Love leading all 200 laps. And you're
Like, well, Kimmel. No, it's battling Gus. Hold on, the 6th from Gustine.
At Salem.
Will Kimmel was.
But great racing here. We're going to have a great battle right here for the third spot with Corey Day and Andres Perez.
Caution.
Caution on the racetrack.
Oh, mess. We got a. Oh, what happened? Oh, a massive one. Oh, jeez. What are you doing? Jake Finch hits the stop car of Ed Pampa. Oh, come on. ARCA brakes moment.
10, the 20, and the 99.
Oh, you idiot. You idiot.
Significant contact with Jake Finch in the 20 car.
So Ed Pampa,
Track is banked so much.
Greg Van Alst,
You really can't see around the corner. You look out
and
the portion of your windshield.
and Jake Finch definitely involved.
You're going uphill. It's really hard to see, and I'm sure that was a situation for Jake Finch that he was not able to see those cars.
It looks like
sitting there.
Michael Maples too.
Maples gets it refired, the 99.
Dang, that's what Michael Maples looks like?
Choctaw, Oklahoma. Driving the Don Ray Petroleum Maples Motorsports Chevrolet. 20th Finch. He's going to get out.
Glad to see him.
Well, that's another Fennerini car out. Oh.
5 Venturini cars that have been involved in accidents tonight.
Caution here on lap 90. Here's
So let's see how this happened.
what happened.
0-3 went real slow, and Brendan also spun. Unfortunately, 18 to really slow down. Michael Maples and Ed Pampa had gotten together. Jake Finch trying to speed through it, ran into the 10.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Jake there, whether possibly the spotter didn't see it. Because you see the 6 locked the brakes up to get stopped. The 28 makes it through the 2. Actually, the 2 runs in to Corey Day a little bit, and Jake comes in there and makes some pretty hard contact.
No, is this like what are you
I just don't
doing?
think he knew that they were
Like-
there. But again,
Bro, you're under caution. Slow the heck down.
With the corners like they are here.
So Finch gets into Pampa there after the yellow had been dropped. Lap number 91. Caution here in Salem. Swalwich out in front. He's let them all.
So Isaac Johnson, I think, gets the free pass. It's just, I'm gonna get some peanut butter cups. Mind blowing. Stupid.
Scott in second. Just another caution with
What is high torque
He's
anyway?
on the hook. The 20 car Jake Finch.
It's an industrial hydraulic tools company.
The 10, it made matters worse in a tough situation already.
Also, Double H Ranch. Is that like ranch dressing or a farm?
35 car involved as well.
Oh, it's a camp for ill children. Like terminal illness children.
Position, but it cost him a couple laps.
An up and down season for Van Alsten. Had the opportunity in Indy last week, the Brickyard, to run the Xfinity Series and had some engine trouble late. Here's Stephen Lewis.
See, left of our screen, that's the 03 going around Greg Van Alsten. And the 99, and the, well, not sure exactly who started, but then you see Jake Finch come in there with the 20 cars. Had some sort of an issue.
Did it not slow down?
Exactly what it was. You see LeVar Scott, the 6 getting stopped, Corey Day getting stopped. And Jake was not going to be able to stop and avoid the 2 car. So he moved to the inside. Unfortunately, there was a car there.
Let's get an update here from Heather.
And Jake Finch reported to his team that he could not stop. He said the throttle stuck, so he apologized to Billy
Okay,
and the rest of the
stuck
team
throttle.
for being unable to get his car wound up when that caution came out. But we're going to try to catch up with him here in just a moment.
Thank you, Heather. So, man, one of those things. You knew something was wrong. We guessed that maybe
That's right.
Spotter wasn't seeing it. Either way, tough part.
We're almost halfway.
Yeah, these are solid spotters, though. So that, you know.
Canada Series race is starting soon.
I know he's got a great spotter. So, unfortunately, that would explain.
They're at Riverside International Speedway today. Or, no, they're at Edmonton International Raceway.
Approaching the midpoint of the Spectracide 200 here at Salem. Sawallich has been the class of the field once again here.
And we will go back to commercial. Alrighty. Playing a game called Demon's Crest. It's a part of a spin-off series for Ghosts and Goblins. Now we got like another Menards commercial. This one for this time for Calypso Lemonade. Yeah, talking about Shore Lunch. soups and chilies and stuff. Another ARCA, another Menards brand. Red flag, really? Come on. Well, I guess I can't. Like I couldn't see it coming, but.
Of the season, just past now the midpoint.
We got an ambulance here for who?
Series here in 2024, and there's a shot of the ambulance. And don't want to speculate at all, but they need to get that ambulance out, and until then, we will be under a red flag situation.
Yeah, much like most of the short tracks in the country, there is no tunnel here, so in the event of something like that happening, they have to stop the race and let that ambulance get across the racetrack. So we're certainly hopeful that it's nothing serious.
The 18 is out front here. Red flag.
I just want to know who needs an ambulance.
Another scheduled race break will come on or around lap 125. Most of these cars will have 4 more tires to put on. So Heather DeBow now, we'll go back to Heather, who is with Jake Finch.
Yes, and Jake, you and I were just talking. At what point did you hear your spotter tell you the caution came out?
Yeah, really right when I entered turn 3 and didn't really know where it was at. Then once I saw it, just tried to get in the brakes as hard as I could and downshift and just locked up, and it wasn't enough, you know. So I hate it for the guys, and I feel like it's a pretty embarrassing moment, right? I feel like I got asked earlier in the year what my biggest embarrassing moment was racing-wise, and I didn't really have any, but that definitely is on the charts. So I hate that it happened that way, and I obviously didn't mean for that to happen, more or less, but it just sucks. We had a really good race car, you know, just trying to save the tires and manage our race the best we could and be there at the end, and I hate that I couldn't do it for the Venerini guys, but excited to get there in Michigan.
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks to Jake and Heather as well. So obviously taking it on his shoulders and just one of those decent things and tough night.
Talented young driver, and he'll be back strong. Tough break for him here.
For you talked about Venerini Motorsports and their stamp on this series and all the success, but got 5 cars in the 25 in the field tonight, and it has not been a great night so far for that team.
And we saw Amber Balkin get into the wall early on in the race. Chris Wright cut down the right front tire. He got in the wall. He's still on the racetrack, but 9 laps down, and then the latest here for Jake.
So again, red flag, getting the ambulance out of the infield. Lap 95 here at Salem Speedway in the Spectre Side 200. More to come.
It's only paint. It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
With so much entertainment out there, wouldn't it be great if you could find what you want all in one place?
Shall we, Paris? Xfinity Internet customers can enjoy the
Alright.
ultimate entertainment experience and save on some of the biggest names in streaming, all for just $15 a month. Get the fastest connection to Paris with Xfinity.
X terms are equal. The graphs of the two lines will be.
You ready to get out of here? Let's go. Come on.
Lincoln Tech.
The school for people who hate school.
Red flag here on lap number 95, Salem Speedway. In the second half of the ARCA Menards series here in 2024, the Spectre Side 200, the 18 Williams Swallows led the entire way. Next week, we are on the air 9 Eastern at Elko, shortest track on the schedule, 3/8 of a mile in Minnesota, then Michigan International Speedway 2 weeks after that in mid-August.
Well, it'll be fast. It'll be one of the fastest racetracks we've been through. Probably the fastest pole speed that we'll have all year, and that includes Daytona and Talladega at Michigan.
We did coin.
Couple dirt races there, sandwiching around Milwaukee. Will be a doubleheader. Milwaukee and trucks will be up there on the Sunday.
Championship race October the 5th at Toledo once again. The finale. That's 2 at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Road course at Watkins Glen. We saw Jesse Love beat Connor Zilic on the last corner of the last lap.
That was awesome. The way last season ended. Hoping for more drama here in 2024. So red flag on the track. So Walich has led them all. Lamar Scott has been able to stave off both the 2-car and the 28 throughout this race. So the crew chief for the 18 joins Heather now. Heather?
Here now with Matt Ross. And Matt, you guys have had a pretty dominating performance so far in this race, led every lap. Just kind of describe just how good the 18 machine is for you guys tonight, and if there's anything you think you might need to work on this next break.
He's been pretty happy with it. I think we need a little more turn all through the corner, but I don't want to hurt his exit too bad. We're maintaining right now. The field's actually a lot tighter than it seems. Everybody's kind of under the same lap time blanket, so it's going to be real important on these restarts, maintaining.
Is there anybody you're worried about in particular on these restarts that has anything for you guys tonight?
The 28's been pretty aggressive. He just kind of gets mired in traffic, and then obviously the 6 has always been pretty consistent the last couple races, so those will be the 2. Also the 2. So there's a couple of them.
And last week you said that one got away from you, that win. So how do you solidify the win and get the victory this evening?
Just staying aggressive and keeping control of the race.
Well, thank you for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
Heather, thanks. And to that point, they finished third by their standards. That was a bit of a disappointment at IRP a week ago.
Connor Zilic in that 28 car was so good, winning his 3rd time this year. 3 races, 3 wins for Zilic. Great battling right behind him, but he was able to get it done. Talented young driver's going to race some Xfinity races this year for Dale Jr., Junior Motorsports. We'll see him in some more ARCA races for sure. He's actually leading the ARCA Menards East Series points, a regional series. There's a couple of races left in that series.
So Salem, 17 years of age. It'll be October before he turns 18. East Chickpea report last year, 19 starts, 7 wins, 16 top 5s. How about that? And 9 times he started the truck series.
I think 6th at IRT last year was his best finish in the truck series. Talented young driver.
He and Jesse Love had a nice little few good battles last year, and now Love, of course, has been outstanding in the Xfinity series.
I want, like, who could have... My guess is either Jake Finch or Ed Pompo. Hi, Brian Rockwell fan.
In the Xfinity series this year.
We continue under the red flag. Spectre Side 200 lap 95 here in Salem.
We're making a big change to Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. We're adding a delicious layer of caramel. But we're only making a few of them. A few million.
Wait, are you still selling the regular cups?
Yep. New Reese's Caramel Big Cup.
Yes.
Spectracide brand helps you tackle Mother Nature's challenges. Unleash pest-punishing power. Create a barrier for indoor and outdoor insect control. And knock down unruly weeds and grasses. Take command of your domain and be the hero of your home. Spectracide, you hold the power.
You can't fake greatness. Not on the track, and not in the
Oh my God. So, I mean, the race was advertised as the Salem ARCA 200. On FS1, it's being told it's called the Spectracide 200. Apparently, on the handout for the crew chiefs, it was called the Midsummer Classic 200. All right.
We've hit on some things. We hit on some things.
We're still on a red flag? Really?
Short track test at a local short track and kind of hit on some stuff. And it's really paying off right now. And it's kind of translated over and it's given him a ton of confidence. And we sat on outside pole the last 2 weeks. Just can't quite get to the 18. But I'll take a good starting spots at least for him to have some confidence and keep doing what he's doing. Fight a few little things here, a little tight through the middle here, but we got a pretty good plan. He's doing a really good job. Just kind of manage expectations right here. Get ready to put 4 tires on, fill it up, and go get the 18.
What do you think is going to be the biggest challenge for you in order to get the 18 in the second half?
We gotta stay closer to him. Really and honestly, I think driver to driver, it's going to be a heck of a race with him too. If I can get him freeing up through the middle here, we can run with him, and hopefully here at the end of the race we can get to him and kind of rattle him a little bit and get the victory here.
Thanks, Danny. Good luck.
Thanks to Heather. Danny Johnson, crew chief of the 6 car, LeVar Scott. She remains in second place. At Salem, she's led them all with 3 Chevys. look at Rev Racing and these two teammates and the success that Perez and Scott have had.
Yeah, look at the consistency too. 31 starts for Andres Perez, 25 of those resulted.
Wait, how could it take this long for the ARCA?
16 starts, 11 top 10 finishes. They run all the laps. That's why they're in position to have good finishes. They really do a nice job. That entire program has really done a nice job since Max Siegel started it way back in the day, and he's had a lot of really, really good race car drivers come through his program.
Perez still looking for that first win. He leads in points. As we remain under the red flag here on lap number 95, waiting on another ambulance, a replacement ambulance, to arrive at the track and onto the infield. You alluded to earlier, most of these short tracks don't have a tunnel, so you got to stop the race if you're going to need an ambulance to cross the track, and now they've refired them and gone from a red to a yellow flag here. So that's a good sign there to fire the engines back and roll off here and get set to race.
All right, we're finally back under caution.
Somewhere here, so the officials will get this race restarted. But you know, we talked a little bit about Rev Racing, Brendan, the job they're doing right now. But this is some of their graduates of their program, and look at the talent on this list right here. Bubba Wallace, winner in the Cup Series. Kyle Larson, Cup champion. Daniel Suarez, Xfinity champion, winner in the Cup Series. Nick Sanchez doing a great job in the trucks this year. 2 wins already. Ron Jack had his first win in the trucks this year. Both of those drivers already qualified for the playoffs, and we'll have them coming up here in just a few weeks. And amazing job what Max Siegel and his folks have done here with Rev Racing.
Here's Perez. He's falling back to fourth. Like he would have something for Scott earlier, but just could not get around his teammate, the 6 car. Coming to 1 to go here. On the property, the ambulance is in, and they will bring it to the infield upon our next scheduled race break, which is on or around lap 125. Perez, 31 starts, 14 in the top 5. He's finished second 3 times, but I mentioned still searching for that first win.
Going to restart on the outside. That could be a huge advantage for him on this start. Restart, I should say. Great record. Their average finish throughout his career, better than 8.
Points leader. 1 to go here.
Finally, 1 to go.
Day to the inside. Perez on that second row.
And no surprise that Walsh take the outside for this restart. Remember, leaders, the only one that can choose. He can start inside or outside. Everybody else has to fall in line. Maybe not do the full field choose like the 3 other divisions of NASCAR.
25 riding on the outside on the 55 of Gusty. Kimmel running inside the top 10 with Isaac Johnson. Christian Rose had to start in the back of the field because of unapproved adjustments. And then Dennison rounding out the top 10. As we approach the midpoint of the Spectracide 200 here in Salem. Going back racing here.
Finally, after a long-ass red flag.
Of the 97 here to the outside of the 6 of LeVar Scott.
Here we go, green again at Salem. Not a good restart for the 6 car. Not great, at least. Scott still holding up in front of his teammate.
I thought Perez had a chance on the high side to maybe grab that 2nd spot. But he did grab 3rd. He is in front of the 28 of Corey Day.
Corey Day dropping back to 4th off the restart. No problem once again on the restart for the 18 of Williams.
Perez trying to get to the inside of the 6 again. Still not able to clear him.
Perez once again trying to make that pass and climb into 2nd.
Yeah, I think Perez has a faster car right now, but LeVar Scott has not made one mistake. One little mistake, and Perez is gone. Or at least gets by.
Greg Van Alst, is he falling off? Is he pitting? Because I see his Shasta. I see the 15 is puttering around.
Past the midpoint. Our next race break scheduled on or around left rear quarter panel, the 2. The snag, second away from the 6.
I think he's going to grab that second spot. It's going to be off for turn 2. He's going to get that car pointed turn.
Yeah, Van Os is off.
Race LeVar Scott down to turn 3.
Battle here, and once again, Sawallich is checked out.
Still running below 18 seconds flat is Sawallich. About 0.3 of a second faster than last lap, or second place runner LeVar Scott. Over a 2-second lead now in about 4, 5, 6 laps.
Crazy. And the class in the field, we talked to the open. Sawallich.
2.2 second gap right now.
Still not to the age of 18, so can't run every track. But he's dominating on the short track, the half mile here at Salem tonight.
Over flag. Flagman waving the middle of the flag for the 99 of Maples and the 03 of Club. They're doing a nice job staying down below. They know the fast wear on the racetrack is the high side. Now LeVar Scott able to open up a little bit of a gap on his teammate Perez. They have spoke too soon, thinking that the 2 car was a little bit quicker right then than LeVar Scott.
Times we've seen it tonight. Thought the 2 might get around the 6, and then the 28 made his bid for second place. LeVar Scott has been able to maintain that second position all night long. Pass would go to Rose on our next caution. He's the first car lap down.
Tony Breidinger has kind of recovered to 6th.
Sawallich to a 2.6 second lead here on the rest of the field.
Good battle right here. Tony Breidinger, the 25 car, has the 6th spot. That's Will Kimmel, the 69 and 7. These cars on the lead lap battling inside the top 10. You see Christian Rose right behind them. He is a lap down, but he is in the pre-pass position. We know we're going to get a caution at least at lap 125 or thereabouts. So Christian Rose should be able to get back on the lead lap. Nobody else in danger of going a lap. So it'd be a good break for him. Will Kimmel made a pit stop on our previous caution flag for adjustments. Obviously, they're not able to change tires or add fuel other than at the brakes. So they can stop and make adjustments when tires change. But see Will trying to make their way around the 25 of Tony Breidinger.
She was 4th here last year.
Currently 6th.
The season before, she's running 6th right now.
Right behind that 32 is Isaac Johnson in the 34 car. He's also on the lead lap. He was a recipient.
You know, why don't any of the ARCA, the actual the cars is out, not like a gazillion laps down.
Right behind the 32, the lap car of Christian Rose.
Johnson running for Greg Van Alst. 2-car operation. 34 and the 35. Kimmel has finished 2nd 13 seasons ago here at Salem.
Top 10 for Isaac Johnson and IRP last week. When the schedule comes out, they always circle this home race at Salem. It's so good so many times. I think they probably have a 5 or 6 top 5 finishes over throughout their career of Will Kimmel here.
Storied racing program, storied racetrack. Talked to the outset, they've been running here since 1955. Tonight marking the 110th all-time ARCA race here at Salem.
I was not in that race.
I wasn't going to say it. Now, our producer, Mark Smith, says it's up for debate.
Yeah.
But he's been on you all night.
He has. Yeah. Great battle here, though, for this 6th spot. Tony had a top 5 finish here last year. Wanted to come back strong. She was telling Heather was telling me that she felt like watching the last couple of races that she maybe needed some help on restarts, so she's been practicing restarts in a late model. And I love people that just try to make themselves better, and Tony is doing that.
Finished 3rd at Kansas last season, her best finish. 22 times inside the top 10 for that 25 car.
You're battling this year. She was just outside the top 5.
Gotta notice on the club car, the roof font is different from the number on the side. The font on the side.
Ahead of her.
They've used both during the season, but just weird not to be consistent.
Probably move herself up into the top 5 in points. Great for an opportunity for her to get a full season. She just ran sporadically, but was impressive in the races that she ran.
No, she wasn't.
This year with a full season, I think top 5 in points is certainly within the bounds of where I think she
You should be contending for the lead in the points, not contending for top 5 in points with Venerini.
There's a lot to her. She's a talented young race car driver here with Will Kimmel. Battle for 6th.
5 laps away from the break. Christian Rose should get his lap back unless he gets lapped.
Right, she's the winningest female ever in USAC competition. I think she's won 19 times in USAC competition. It's getting close now. We're only about 5 laps away from this break. Give these teams an opportunity to work on these cars and figure out how to do something with that 18 of Sawallich.
4 fresh tires on and see what happens. Working lap 121. Next race break on or about lap 125. Sawallich is built nearly a 3-second lead on Lamar Scott. Then Andres Perez in 3rd. Corey Day 4th and Gus Dean running 5th.
There's 4 tires for these teams.
Certainly feel good to have 4 fresh Goodyears.
Gives them an opportunity to work any surge. The reason there's a 5-minute break is so they don't have to have high-priced pickers down here. And it's like that all year long. We've got some form of a break or modified live pit stops where you don't have to have 5 highly trained, expensive crewmen to fit these cars.
Fill it with gas, put on new tires, can't do them at the same time.
I think me and you could do it in 5 minutes.
You think so?
I think we could.
I would definitely be the weak link. We know that. You'd have to teach me a thing or two. So here's lap 125, expecting the yellow to come out with Sawallich building a nearly 3.5-second lead on Lamar Scott. And Breininger in the 25. Bowser 6 with Will Kimmel in the 69.
Will's car still looks a little bit loose. I talked to his dad.
All right, we're on lap 126. Come on, we got to get our race break.
Really fast in practice, but they were
There it is. Caution.
changes as you see the caution comes out for the race break.
5th caution for the 2nd race break here tonight. Lap 126 in the Spectra Side 200. All William Sawallich in the 18 here in Indiana on this Saturday night.
I love my kids, but I also love not being broke. So this back to school season, I'm just gonna spend less on them. Amazon has low prices on everything kids need. Like a water bottle they definitely won't lose. Tablets. Sports stuff. For whatever sport this is. All the latest lit, Rizzy Riz clothes. And lunch boxes for a homemade meal that they'll barely touch. What? Yeah. So spend less on your little freeloaders with Amazon.
There's nothing that pairs better with a summer barbecue than Sprecher Craft Soda. Don't believe me? Hear me out. Sprecher is one of the only breweries that fire brews their craft sodas. It's that, plus pure Wisconsin honey, that makes Sprecher the best tasting craft soda out there. It's cool and refreshing on a hot summer day. And it pairs perfectly with a hot dog. Sprecher Craft Soda. Find it at Menards and get your barbecue started today.
Whether you're building your first home or looking to freshen up your exterior, Atlas Roofing is designed to last. Enhance your curb appeal with an unbeatable selection of Atlas Roofing products from Castlebrook and Briarwood to Pinnacle Shingles. With 18 styles to choose from, Atlas Roofing provides lasting beauty, durability, and value. All Atlas shingles have a limited lifetime warranty to protect your home for years to come.
Anyway.
Stop by your...
What is this ad?
HVAC technician right after graduating from Lincoln Tech. I got the hands-on training that I needed at Lincoln, and it only took about 12 months.
Lincoln Tech, okay.
Sounds like you made the right move.
Team US.
That looks like such a depressing commercial. Somebody else die? I mean, watch it. No, I'm not gonna heart that. Also hoping no one got a serious injury. But my first thought was it's Ed Papa. He's the one who got whacked into.
Second.
And LeVar Scott has never seen a racetrack like this before, so he leaned on former Rev Racing driver Raja Karuth and his notebook, more so on just how the characteristics of this track is. He said Raja is really good at describing things like bumps in a racetrack, so that's how he studied for this race, but right now saying that he just needs to be better and needs to cut better in 1 and 2. So the team going to work on some slight adjustments, including air pressure for the 6 of LeVar Scott. But then we'll move up pit road to his teammate Andres Perez in the 2. They're telling him he's losing time in 3 and 4. They need to run the fence. And when I talked to Andres earlier today, he said he's really not comfortable running that high line. So he still needs to work on it right now. But handling wise, he said he's just losing a little drive and the track is tightening up as they go, but he did not want crazy adjustments, is what he told his crew chief, Glenn Parker.
Good stuff there. Thank you, Heather, for the 2 and the 6. You see, LeVar Scott did not run this race last year. He ran a handful of ARCA Menards races last year, ran the full East schedule, but this is not a combination East or an East racetrack, so he's never been here before, doing an outstanding job. And we talk about Andres Perez not being comfortable running the wall. Well, you can get away with that in 1 and 2. We saw how good he is down in 1 and 2, but the speed is on the top of the racetrack down in 3 and 4. But that's saying a lot. You're going to enter these corners probably in excess of 120 miles an hour, and you're going to do it just inches away from the wall. It does take something, and I think he'll gradually work his way up to that. And if he can get comfortable up there, then maybe we'll see him move forward. Right now, the 6 car of LeVar Scott is doing a really nice job. I think right after the restart, the 2 of Andres Perez may have been a little bit better, but after they run a few laps, then the 6 car is able to pull away. So it's a great battle, though, for the 2nd spot among teammates.
Right now, there is no battle at the top. The 18 has led them all. William Sawalha
Yeah.
this with Jesse Love.
Unless someone tries to wreck him on the restart.
Here at Salem Speedway, just complete dominance on that beautiful 18 car, lap 1:28. Wanted to wrap up the story earlier. We saw the ambulance had left the track. The race was red flag. The driver of the 98 car, Dale Shearer, was transported in that ambulance to a local hospital.
Dale Shearer.
He is alert and awake, and they are running tests. So, good news overall for Dale Shearer, as he is in a local hospital, and obviously our thoughts the rest of the night will be with.
Wait, but he wasn't even in the wreck, I don't think. What happened?
Back to green, and now with 72 laps to go, Sawalha leads here at the Spectra.
What happened? Or was he in the wreck? I didn't even. Dale Shearer, he drives the number 98 car.
We've seen some great racing throughout the night, just not for the lead. Great restarts for the 18, and then he's been able to quickly build out those leads.
Yeah, and such a huge advantage to be the control car on the starts and the restarts, which he's been all night by virtue of getting that pole. He was the control car on the initial start, and certainly every restart since then. It's such a huge advantage because you're the only guy that knows when you're going to go. And all you need is just about a half a car length gap by the time you get to the first corner, and then you're in the groove. You can dictate where you're going to run on the racetrack. And then when you get to turn 3 and 4, then you're up against the wall in the preferred groove that's obviously faster than the bottom. So huge advantage for William Sawalha. But you would think there's an opportunity for him to miss gears and spin the tires or whatever, and he hasn't done that. It's amazing what he's been able to do at this young age, and he doesn't make very many mistakes.
6 starts this year, 3 wins, 5 top 5s. To what do you credit? I think I know the answer. Combination of a lot of things. On a night like tonight, why this 18 car appears to be so much better than the 3?
Well, I think you have to go back and you see the record that it's had this year. You throw in another win by Tanner Gray at Charlotte. That's just how good this Joe Gibbs Racing team is, and it has that relationship with Joe Gibbs Racing, the multi-championship winning Cup organization, multi-championship Xfinity organization. That trickles down. They have such good people within that company, and it just trickles down. And these guys are privy to that information, and it helped from a lot of people from Joe Gibbs Racing. And Matt Ross is doing a terrific job. He's been there. He's been solid. They were great last year, and again this year. I think they have all the tools to work with, and they have the good people to do it.
It's the 18 out front. LeVar Scott here, lap 128, as they fire off and roll back out.
Christian Rose was able to get the free pass, so he will be back on the lead lap now. So that will give us, I think, 9 cars on the lead lap.
That's your setup.
Start this last 80 laps or so.
Christian Rose started the night, number 7 in points. We've talked about Perez, the points lead. He's had a nice night, been running.
Brayton Lester, come on. Hey, I can see my image. I can see my image. Barely, but I can see my PFP. Oh my God.
And just a feel-good fun story for our pizza man, Brayton Lester. Whenever you see him at the racetrack, he either has a pizza hat on and his helmet is decked out with pepperoni. But this week he put out a tweet saying, "I'm a firm believer, and if you're not bending or pushing the rule book, then you're not trying hard enough." So he went ahead and
I could see, I mean, it was flat, but hey, I made it on TV.
40 inches. It was so big, it wouldn't even fit in the back seat of his girlfriend Shelby's Fiat. But he just likes to have fun. A good story here for him, and currently running 11th, which would be his best
11th now.
of the season if he stays there.
Peterson Motorsports from Greenwood, Indiana. Tremendous story there. Thank you for that, Heather. Wayne Peterson, his team owner. That's good stuff. He's having a nice night, running 12th right now in that 06 car. Good looking car. Nice paint scheme there.
It is, and you know, there's so many of those great stories within this series and this sport. We talk all the time about these teenagers and these young guys that are getting opportunities, and this is a stepping stone for them. And this is very much a developmental series, ARCA for NASCAR. But we also have great stories.
You know, that's cool. I found myself on TV.
That come to these races and tow these vehicles to put on the show here, and this deal wouldn't happen without the Andy Hillenbergs and the Wayne Petersons and the people like that.
Going green next time around. Great job by Heather, by the way, all night. We had that long song picture earlier. She has been all over the place, covering every story here trackside tonight from Salem. So Wallace has been the story. The Toyota followed by 3 Chevys, 2 more Toyotas, and the Fords there in 7th, 8th, and 9th with Kimmel, Johnson, and Rose.
See if anybody can do anything with the 18 on this restart. LeVar Scott from the inside. You see Corey Day is going to line up behind Sawalich in that 28 car.
What could Day try to do from that position?
Well, I think the important thing is if he could hang with Sawalich and maybe try to get by, stay close enough and not give the 6th room to move up the racetrack and get in the preferred line. I think that would be his goal right now. I don't think for him to take the lead from Sawalich is not going to happen, but he could grab 2nd spot.
And we'll find out from there. 70 laps.
I haven't been on TV since I got an award from when I was in high school. Anyway, here we go. We're green again at Salem. And to no one's surprise, Sawalich gets away. Right at the outside lane, but not able to match the speed of LeVar Scott. That was potentially be very hairy.
You can see the smoke coming from the left front tire of Corey Day's car.
Push him up the track just enough. It gets second out inside Corey Day.
Oh, man. Come on. Oh, he's keeping stable. Come on, come on. Stick with it. Stick with it. To the inside.
That 28 car
Ah, stay with him. No.
On the hood, but it's LeVar Scott once again. Will maintain second. Here comes the 28 once again.
He might have him now. He just about.
Oh, no! Oh, we got a double wreck. Come on. Corey Day spun and Breidinger spun.
And the caution back out here on lap 134.
Come on.
Disastrous after it looked like
Come on.
Corey Day had made the pass and almost had gotten himself clear.
Come on. What was that?
There was definitely contact between the six of LeVar Scott and Corey Day. Tony Breidinger was an innocent bystander.
No, she wasn't. She could have. She ran out of skill. That's what.
Probably going to end her night as well. You see all the damage. To
No shit, Phil.
Corey Day.
But it was contact with LeVar Scott.
Maybe Corey came up the racetrack a little bit.
Oh my God! Like.
LeVar turned left and hooked Corey.
Oh my God!
Such a critical part of the racetrack right there, and such a critical part.
Corey Day came up. He almost saved it. Great. Although I wish he could have spun it. Well, I think if Breidinger hadn't done Breidinger stuff, he might have been fine. Although he caused his own spin, but.
Prior, turn 3.
It was so hard to make that inside. We're down in 3 and 4. Corey's going to try it again on the bottom. They're going to make a little bit of contact right here, possibly. Corey has a half a car length on him, and they come together. Again, that initial view was a little bit better.
Like, what was she doing? At least I think my car is now in the top 10.
Well as into the 28 of Corey Day.
That'll be done for the 28.
Here's that original view, Brent. Watch. You see, LeVar is pretty close to the outside wall. He might have had a foot or two, but he doesn't have to run against that outside wall. I think it was just a situation where Corey knew how critical it was to clear that 6 at that part of the racetrack. It'll be a learning experience for sure. He got a lot of great experience for 130 laps. Did a great job.
Who's gonna get the free? Christian Rose, I think, will get a free. Or no, Cody Dennison will get one of his laps back.
Squeeze the 6 up the track. Here's Heather.
Concern for the 6 right now is the left front damage from that contact. His crew chief, Danny Johnson, right now just saying he's really worried that left front tire is going to go down. He did just drive by right in front of the pit box, and they were unable to tell for sure, but he did tell LeVar that car is going to tighten up on you now. But they also relayed to him they thought he held his line in that moment and that they didn't feel that LeVar did anything wrong.
Okay, thank you. You see the damage there on the left front of the 6 car, LeVar Scott. Every day it'll come to a frustrating end here tonight. Well, coverage of the Leagues Cup with Guadalajara versus San Jose will start on the Fox Sports app. We're going to join live here on FS1.
Another red flag! For Christ's sake! How long could this possibly take?
2 red flags
Ah!
in a race. But the officials want to make sure that obviously we had this situation with the ambulance having to leave and waiting for another one, but this situation right here, it's let's take the time to clean the racetrack up and give the fans their money's worth on as much green flag racing as we can.
Corey Day is going to be able to walk away. I know it's frustrating now, but he's going to be able to walk away, I would think, with some positives here tonight.
I think without a doubt he ran extremely well. First time in an ARCA Menards car, only the second time ever on pavement. And as you mentioned, there'll be a lot of positives to take from this night.
A lot of eyes on the 18-year-old Corey Day, the 28, but on the hook to end it. Lap 135.
I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Anyway, you know what? Something to change the mood of pure carnage. Let's check at the Canada Series race at Edmonton. I got no idea how many cars are there. I just know that it can't be any less destructive. It can't be any more destructive than what's going on right now. 174 to go. I think it was a 250 lap event. Oh no, it's a 300 lap race event. The Napa 300. Kevin Lacroix in first. Oh, Cameron back in. Only 12 cars in the field. Oh God, this series needs better field sizes. Kevin Lacroix, the number 74, third in points. He is leading the race. Andrew Ranger runs second. He is second in points. Some dude named Canada Series. Oh, let me look up this Chisholm dude. Danny Chisholm is currently third. Donald Teague in fourth. Marc-Antoine Cameron, the guy running fifth, is the current points leader, is currently running in fifth. That's me imitating the dude who is the commentator.
There is no love lost between these two drivers. Donald Teague still not happy that he got put in the wall at Riverside Speedway and Annie Ganesh.
Krzyzek, I don't remember his first name. Sixth. DJ Kennington, seventh. Jason Hathaway in eighth. Thomas DeVoe in ninth. Larry Jackson in 10th. LP Dumoulin in 11th. And Glenn Stiers in 12th. So I know 11 or 12 of the competitors. Kevin Lacroix, he'll bump you out of the way if you blow his hair the wrong way.
And Lacroix has roughly a half-track lead over Andrew Ranger in the 27. He's halfway down the backstretch at the same time Ranger crosses the start-finish line. Danny Chisholm is in a spot all by himself in that Janny King number 8. He's about a straightaway ahead of the race leader.
Clear track for the 8 car of Chisholm. Lacroix, nobody around to upset his lines either. But Chisholm still holding that position. Looking good in
Look, it's a decent battle for 8th between Jason Hathaway and Thomas Naveau.
On for 15 more laps, and then we'll unpack this race in the running order for you. But Kevin Lacroix is dominated from the drop of the green flag.
The running order, as we see, Lacroix, Ranger, Chisholm, Teague, and
Oh, we got that's is that LeVar Scott? He's got damage on his left front. The fenders flared out a bit. The splitter is a little disjointed. It's minor, kind of minor, but it's noticeable.
LP Dumoulin has one of the fastest cars on the racetrack right now.
But he's in 11th.
But he's making a move on Jason Hathaway in the 3.
There's Cameron.
Since he came back on the track.
Car looking good. 2 left wheels down on the apron as he gets up inside the ARCA alloy number 3 of Hathaway.
LP Dumoulin, the 2021 Canada Series champion. He's running back in 11th. Looking at the rest of the field, I mean, there are several champions peppered throughout. Jason Hathaway, he is the 2020 Canada Series champion. Of course, I say that, and then his car just slows. The ARCA alloy number 3.
And we'll see if they throw the yellow. Now, the veteran move, he is not headed for pit road as long as
Trying to bring out a caution.
Try and hang on here. Nolan Teague coming by. I wonder if they
Nolan Teague? It's not Donald Teague?
Yellow. NASCAR stingy with the cloth here tonight twice and making them pay.
Yeah, you know what? It's like trying to be a smart ass. Who else we got? DJ Kennington's farthest back. As far back, he is a.
Work on getting the jack down underneath it so they can get it up to change that
hold
right
on.
front. And we close
Donald. Hold on.
About 5 to go as the leader will cross the line now.
Kennington was, I could have sworn he had 3 titles. No, 2010 and 2012 champion. He was 24 wins. Jason Hathaway, I think, is at 14 career wins. Who else we got? Cameron is the 2022 champion, and then there's Andrew Ranger.
Just a couple of moments prior to the halfway break here in the Napa 300.
Ranger is the winningest driver in the history of the Canada Series. He has, he also drove in Champ Car briefly. He has 33 wins and is a 3-time champion in 2007, 2009, and 2019. Longtime veteran, and he's about to lap Cameron. I mean, you know, sorry, Cameron's already a lap down. I mean, but man, and he's about Ranger. I mean, Andrew Ranger and Mark Antoine Cameron are teammates this year, and like they're title rivals. The Pale Racing team definitely got a lot of speed. That and Lacroix's team, Innovation Auto Sport.
We'll see how soon. Make sure he reaches for that yellow flag as the field has all gone by to take the halfway single.
Yellow should be coming out to the leader next time by.
So they're halfway through the race at around 150 laps. So the thing there should be a halfway break.
To be sorted out. There's the yellow as Lacroix will cross the line at 150.
Kevin Lacroix leads at halfway. All right. Anyway, they got in yellow again at.
ARCA series. So what did you learn tonight prior to that incident that you can take to
They went in yellow again.
Yeah, I think just learn, racing around cars, learn definitely what not to do there. We just carried all the experience and all laps, and the way we worked on our car into Bristol.
Thanks, Corey.
He's had a lot of great nights. He's gonna have a lot of great nights on the national stage. We're gonna thank him. Mr. H, it's cool for them to get the opportunity and the support from Hendrick Motorsports here tonight.
Yeah, I know he's looking forward to Bristol. I'm sure he's got a lot of sprint car races to run in between now and Bristol, but I think he can take what he learned tonight, and obviously he has pace. That's the critical part. He'll have a blast at Bristol, and he'll be a contender. So will that 18.
Yeah. So Wallich has been dominant. From the opening laps of this race, he's led them all. Lamar Scott has been able to stave off Corey Day as well as Andres Perez and maintain second. Left front tire appears to be okay. He's got damage to the left front quarter panel. We'll see how that affects things if he can continue to maintain second place the rest of the way, and if he's got anything for the 18 on this restart. But Perez is going to be hungry to get second place here.
It should be a good battle. Obviously, Perez will be lined up behind his teammate. That will move Gus Dean now up to the second row outside, right behind Sawallich on this restart, and then 55 car Gus running fourth.
We remind you once again, coverage of the Leagues Cup with Guadalajara versus San Jose is going to start on the Fox Sports app. You will join live here on FS1 once this race concludes. Deep into the night at Salem Speedway, after a couple of red flags, a number of cautions throughout it all, though the 18 has...
Wait, I guess maybe the 28 and 25 haven't gotten enough laps down for the 06 to pass them yet.
The attrition has been so high, we're running out of cars.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 14 cars? Really? 14 cars!
Get some good finishes. We talked about
that's my count is.
Cody Dennison now has moved up to the 8th spot. Ryan Roulette at 9th. And you see Day and Reitinger still on the pylon because they were that many laps ahead of these other cars. But Ray Laster will move up into the top 10 here in just a matter
Please! Hey, look! There's my image again!
He's up to 5th. Leading a train.
Damn, too late.
So Wallich leads him off. The outside of row 1. Scott to his inside. Perez to the inside of Dean in row number 2.
All right.
Remember, he was a lap down. Got the free pass now.
All right, so let me catch up. Dennison was 8th. Dennison is 8th. Here we go again. We're green. Green at Salem. Gus Dean on the outside. Oh, contact there with LeVar Scott will continue to whack each other. Scott. Oh, Gustine into the wall. Come on, for Christ's sake, man. And Will Kimmel gets by for 4th place. Perez finally gets by LeVar Scott, but can he chase down Sawalich? 7 car. Oh, I see smoke. Or maybe it's something else. So it wasn't a car.
This is when it's really going to matter. Look, when we get down to 3 and 4, 6 is going to try to beat him into the corner. Doesn't beat him, it just pushes up the hill. And the 55 was there. LeVar Scott could not keep it.
Leave Will Kimmel alone, please. Leave Will Kimmel alone. He's one of the good old boys. The ones who works his ass off with his own team.
Other than the spots that he lost in the track position.
It's what ARCA's all about.
Running right behind Will Kimmel. Still up in the 5th spot.
He fell to 6th, the 5th past Christian Rose, who's back in the top 5 is Gustine, and now trying to make a move into 4th on the 69.
These composite bodies are pretty resilient, Brent. You can bounce off the wall. If you had metal bodies like we used to run several years ago, the body work would be in the tires. You'd be cutting tires down. They'd have to come to pit road. But these composite bodies have memory. You can hit the wall, bounce off the wall, the body goes back to where it was.
Sawalich, 1.8-second lead.
Gustine working really hard to try to grab that spot from Will Kimmel. That's a battle for the 4th spot.
Talks in the open about Kimmel perhaps being a bit of a dark horse here tonight. Have a nice run, trying to stay in 4th here.
Been solid all night, been in the top 10 all night. This is as high as he's been in this race. He's going to have all he can do, I think, to keep that 55 of Gustine behind him. We're at a little bit of a disadvantage with that 69 car because there actually are 3 different types of engines that you can run. There's a Ilmore engine, ARCA Ilmore engine, which most of these competitors have. Then there's another spec engine that Robert Yates designed back in the day. And there's also the old OEM engine. So he's running an OEM.
Whoa, Gustine, that thing looks a little off. The thing is slowing down. Is Gustine off the pace? Is that a terminal problem on the 55?
Christian Rose was able to get by.
Gustine off the pace and now into the wall. With 50 laps to go.
Yeah, that thing is donezo.
Contact a few laps ago on the valve between the 55 to 6, and now he's going to have to come down pit road. That right front is down on the
Flat tire.
It may have been a fender brace or something like that that was running that tire.
That thing is donezo. It stopped on pit road.
But certainly may have been a wet fender brace or something like that, but he stopped on pit road. Let's see if he can keep going so we can stay green.
For the moment we stay green with 48 to go. So Sawalich out front by 2.5 seconds. Perez, LeVar Scott. Kimmel 4th, and now Rose back in the top 5. They will work on the 55 of Gustine. Pit lane.
See, the tire's already flat. He realizes it's flat.
Damn, man, that thing hit the wall hard. I can't believe how is that not a caution?
With the outside wall. Heather, what are they saying in the 55 pit?
Well, the problems get worse here for the 55. They've got an oil leak, and it also was reported by Gustine that there was a fire inside beneath the firewall.
Oh, of course there was. Anyway, so that's 4 of the Venerini cars that have had problems. Wait. Chris Wright had a flat tire. Jake Finch ARCA braked. Amber Vulcan wrecked in lap 2. Breidinger just wrecked herself, and now Gustine has his first problem now.
Scott's melee with a 55.
Christian Rose has inherited the 5th position with Gustine's issues. That would be his, if he could stay in the top 5, that would be his 3rd top 5 of the year. First since Talladega back in April.
44 to go. Who else is going to have a problem?
For Christian Rose. Seems like these two
Rev Racing cars have been together since the drop of the green flag. There's Christian Rose right there running in the 5th spot. See right behind him, Isaac Johnson. We talked about him getting his first career top 10 at ARCA last week. Right now running in the 6th spot. Doing a nice job.
You got kicked off stream, main and FS1 of a team service. Yes, you can also watch on Fox Sports.
Because of the attrition, you see some of these names up in the top 10. Laster in 10.
Yeah, we're not sure if Dustin will be able to get back to the racetrack. Heather said probably not, so he will drop out of the top 10. That will put Laster up in the top 10, as well as Michael Maples looking for his first top 10 of his career.
41 laps to go. Rose, Johnson, battle for 5th.
I know how much Rose would love to hold on to this top 5, and I know how much Isaac Johnson would love to grab a top 5 finish.
Good battle here for 5th.
5th always just sounds so much better than 6th.
Absolutely. She get that top 5 moniker, but a top 10. 40 to go. It's Sawallich by 2 seconds on Perez. Scott, Kimmel, and then Rose and Johnson with a good battle for 5th.
I think Sawallich has done such a nice job of managing this race. He opens up to a second half, 2-second lead, and then just maintains. He doesn't have to push that car. He knows I think he has more there if he needs it. But right now, he knows he's a half a straightaway clear of his competitors, and he can just ride.
Nice night for he and crew chief Matt Ross. Alluded to Matt spoke earlier today after qualifying.
Now Michael Maples in the top 10. 3 fast track cars running 8th, 9th, and 10th. That's just sad. I mean, okay, it's not really sad. It's crazy. But just the number of cars that have wrecked out today is surreal.
He said, in fact, we're full for this race, so he was very proud of that accomplishment. When I talked to him about this race car in particular, this is
Isaac Johnson trying to go for the top 5 against Christian Rose.
He said they did take it to Winchester and test it because last year they didn't have a broken shock mount, so they wanted to make sure all the nuts and bolts and everything were where they wanted them to be.
Actually, it's more of a 3-way fight for 4th.
Free speed, but he said the deck would be stacked against him with all these competitors in the field, which unfortunately we lost some at this point. But he said the important thing tonight is going to be to race the racetrack, keep the fenders on it, and get to the end of the race because it's going to be a grind, which we have definitely seen.
That's exactly everything she's saying. Top 3 speed. Well, he's in 4th right now, trying to hold off the 32 of Christian Rose.
Check out the right rear here. Looks like maybe some brake heat. You see some brake heat on the rear, and that's when you've got a pretty good balanced car. A lot of times we see brake heat in the front rotors. But what a battle we have here. Talk about heat. There's some heat in this battle for 4th. Weddington Custom Homes is the main sponsor on that 69 car, local company that allowed them to.
We got 1/6 of the race to go.
You could mention them, and you would appreciate it. And we appreciate them coming on board this 69. So Will Kimmel can race here at Salem.
Jack's Wax also providing sponsorship. Rose is providing heat. Trying to get to the back bumper of that 69.
I do my best.
The sponsor on that 32 for Christian Rose. If he could get by Will Kimmel, he would say almost heaven, Salem, Indiana.
Absolutely. 34 is right
About
there.
3 seconds from getting lapped by Sawallich.
Isaac Johnson.
Great battle right here. Will Kimmel using all those 134 ARCA starts of his career to try to hold these two back. Best thing for Will is this right here to see Isaac Johnson start racing this 32. Maybe get Christian Rose's mind on holding that 34 off. That's the thing that Christian Rose has to guard against. If he gets a run on the bottom, then Isaac Johnson may take that opportunity to jump to his outside, and if Christian Rose is not able to make the pass, he may lose that spot to Isaac Johnson. So he has to play a little bit of defense too.
Rose with 10 starts, 3 times in the top 10.
There's Sawallich.
4th, he's in 5th tonight. Trying to get around Kimmel. Johnson is right there.
By the So is William Sawalich right there to try to put all these three a lap down.
3 for the
This is
price of
gonna be
1,
a
Grandpa.
touchdown for William Sawalich. How quickly he can get by these cars, because these cars have some speed. You see Isaac Johnson giving way. Nice class move by that young driver to let Sawalich go. You see Christian Rose moving to the inside to give Sawalich the outside.
See what Kimmel does as well for the 18. So far, it's been pretty painless for Sawalich.
I think Will would rather him pass on the inside. I think Will will allow him to get by him. There he goes. But without having to worry about the 32.
25 to go.
No problems for Sawalich. Around the cars that are in 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Also important for this battle right here to see who stays closest to our leader in case the caution were to come out. Obviously, they would get the free pass.
24 laps to go at Salem. Good ongoing battle for 4th. Between Kimmel, Rose, and Johnson.
You can see the pylon and all those drivers up in the top 10 now that we talked about. Dennison, Roulette, Laster, Maples, all the top 10s going.
I'll be very happy. There's Perez trying to lap him too from 2nd place.
Here comes the 2-car. Perez trying to put these cars a lap down.
Man,
Again, the 34 Johnson giving way. Knowing that these cars are racing up on the lead lap. Really doing a nice job giving these people room.
Mark Scott there lurking behind the 2-car. Mark Scott in the 6 running 3rd. Gets around Johnson.
Perez going to try to make the move to the inside. I think Christian Rose will let him get down in the corner. Did not fight him. There he goes. Now same thing for Mark Scott. Just 20 to go.
Sawalich got nearly 4 seconds. Battle is for 2nd between Perez and
man,
Lamar
like
Scott.
4th was going to be a lap down to 3rd.
So in the process,
That's the speed disparity from the top cars.
Perez able to get by Will Kimmel. Now he has Lamar Scott hung behind a couple of these lap cars.
Yes, LeVar Scott struggling to lap. Well, to get by Christian Rose.
Lamar Scott having a bit of a tougher time to get by Christian Rose.
Perez is loving that. Took him a long time in this race to get around 6. Finally able to do it now. Putting some
No! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, LeVar Scott almost wrecked Christian Rose there. Isaac Johnson will take the position.
Got a little bit impatient. I don't blame him. He was having a hard time getting by Christian Rose. It's going to cost Christian Rose a spot. It's going to have to make him lose that top 5 position.
Perhaps our final
Man,
potential
that was
a sweet move of the race right there.
Yeah, Lamar Scott said, I'm losing touch with this 2 of Andres Perez. It's time to go.
Here is that sweet move.
Is that? No, you know, no, it's not. That's live.
Moving on the track for 6. Visit ARCARacing.com on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern to see who is crowned is the sweet move of the race. 14 to go. Sawalich by 4 seconds.
Right now, Sawalich is just saying, please, let's stay green. Let's just get to the end of this thing. Let's don't have to have another restart. There's about 4th now.
Isaac Johnson trying to get by Will Kimmel next. Please don't wreck each other. Please. I want both of you to have a good finish.
Will Kimmel's done a great job. I think both of these cars behind him probably have more speed than he does right now. We see him get sideways there.
In the Canada race, Andrew, oh my God. The 69 and 34 didn't get off 2 very well. Rose passed Isaac Johnson. He's going to try to clear Will Kimmel as well.
Rose, but back comes Kimmel.
Kimmel defending his position.
We've hardly any passes made on the inside down in 3 and 4. We've seen a few down here in 1 and 2.
69 got sideways.
Oh boy! Also in the Canada race, Andrew Ranger has taken the lead from Kevin Lacroix. I'll stick around to watch the end of that one. I'll probably then just segue into the ARCA West race. 10 laps to go. 69, 32, 54. Oh, 32 again. 69 get loose. Isaac Johnson potentially trying to seize an opportunity here.
For everything he's worth right now to keep these two behind him.
Wallace a sizable gap on Perez. Perez now a sizable gap on Scott. Battle here between Kimmel, Rose there in 5th, starting in 23rd, had to go to the back of the field. Unapproved adjustment. Practice this afternoon, all the way up into the top 5 and trying to hunt down Kimmel once again with 8 laps remaining. And Johnson right there on his back bumper.
Johnson looks like he has run stalled out a bit there.
Perez and Scott, that's a snapshot of what our championship is going to look like all the way down to the very end.
Christian Rose to the inside of the 69 again. Look, not able to. Oh! Man, lost momentum. The 32 kind of bad, and it was a bumper of 32 to 34 front, like bam. Not enough laps yet for that. Not enough laps for them to lose any more positions to the cars behind them.
Here it is right here. I think the 34 hadn't been so close and running the back of him, he could have just turned left and drove by it, but he was too close. Kimmel has a little bit of breathing room now for the moment, but Rose doesn't.
All right, coming to 3 to go. Next time by.
He's led them all, looking for his 4th win of the 2024 campaign here in the ARCA Menards series.
He's still the fastest car on the racetrack, even with this big a lead, and I'm sure he's grinding a little bit.
Wait a minute. Oh, the leaderboard froze. I didn't notice that. Hold on. Let's watch this.
Coming in 2 laps to go for William Sawallich.
Oh, in that case, just there we go. Of course, the null went away. All right, here he comes. We all probably knew that this is how the race is going to end. But here we go. White flag is out. Last lap at Salem. He's led every single lap, and while basically every competitive car behind him, they have a few as wrecked behind the 17-year-old from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, next week heading to a home track. But today it's going to be win number 4 of the year, win number 8 of the career. William Sawallich wins the Spectracide 200. Perfect race.
Wire to wire for his 4th win.
For all the, I know Cody Dennison fans here, Dennison finishes P7, and the car I sponsored finishes P9, tied 2nd for the best finish that team has ever had. Oh my God.
This race in Salem has led every lap of the race. 2 of the 3 have been the 18 car.
Yeah, Sammy Smith was in that 18 car back in 2022, led every lap, and then Jesse Love did it last year. And William Sawallich was it this year.
In the Spectracide 200. William Sawallich gets the job done here tonight in Southern Indiana.
And that does it for today's Salem race. Like I said, I'm going to stick around for the Canada Series race because it's ongoing.
Gibbs Racing in the 18, Matt Ross is crew chief. 17-year-old William Sawallich from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Starkey Sound Gear Toyota.
And he goes home. Home game for him next week at Elko.
At Elko, that'll be fun. Grew up just down the road from Elko. He'll look for win number 5 of the season after an absolutely dominant performance here tonight.
You know, he can't wait to get to Elko.
Yes, yep.
shortest track.
1/3 mile.
Season 3/8 of a mile. Always fun racing at Elko in Minnesota. And we'll have it 1 week from tonight, 9 Eastern.
I think it's a lot of fun for Williams Wallace whenever he gets to race, the way it's been.
Control it from start to finish. William Sawalich to the 18. In victory lane here tonight for the 4th time this season. And Heather DeVoe is in victory lane.
And in a game of attrition and survival, William Sawalich comes out on top in an absolutely dominating performance. How were you able to stay patient and consistent with everything that was going on around you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, my Jacobs Racing team brought me a really fast Starkey Sound Coder Camry tonight. I can't thank them enough for all their hard work. We had a really, really good car tonight. Honestly, not much complaints for me. Really easy for me as a driver on nights like this.
Congratulations, enjoy the victory.
Thank you, Heather. Great job by William Sawalich.
Yeah, just an outstanding season. What a bright future this young man has. Will turn 18 in October. We'll get in the Xfinity car for Joe Gibbs Racing towards the end of the season, so that'll be fun to watch. But I know that he's going to Elko next week. He got beat by Jesse Love there last year, and I know redemption's on his mind.
His home track. Andres Perez, another second place finish, still seeking that first win, but he was in third much of the night and was able to get around the 6 of LeVar Scott late.
Yeah, both those drivers doing a great job. One 2 points coming out of here.
Another good move. Phil Parsons and our entire track crew. I'm Brent Stover. ARCA Racing returns to FS1 next Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
All right, anyway, that does it for the ARCA stuff. Now, back to Canada and Edmonton International Raceway. I can't, all right.
No, it was comfortable. Then the sun broke through partway through the afternoon. Just a beautiful day.
Green again at Edmonton. Andrew Ranger immediately to the point, covering Kevin Lacroix. Behind him, it's he lives in the 8 car. Forgot his name already. Donald Teague running in 4th position. Whoa.
So many cars a lap down. Teague just came in, made an adjustment, restarted in 4th. So if you're one of those top 3, you got to be worried now.
Absolutely. And we look at Danny Chisholm, and he's going to make
Danny
a move.
Chisholm, he's trying to move Kevin Lacroix. I've never seen this dude before, and he's already or maybe he was there at last week or wherever the last race was, Sutherland Automotive Speedway. He moves the guy who moves everyone else.
Just lost the 2nd position to young Danny Chisholm in that Janet King number 8.
Lacroix returning the favor.
Big mistake by Chisholm, opens up the door for the upper.
Donald Teague looking
to get back in there.
stout behind him. Ooh, contact there between the 80 and the 8 car.
Sorry, pardon me, but I am not getting railroaded out of here.
No, Danny Chisholm got assertive there, and he needed to. Now he's got to try to set up the 74 again.
I got to wonder which one of the HR spotters is dealing with that Chisholm.
So Andrew Ranger, Kevin Lacroix, Danny Chisholm, Donald Teague, Mark Antoine Cameron to top 5.
On the Lacroix 74 once more.
75 laps to go.
Much like the first half of the race.
At a track that's what, a quarter mile?
So the second quarter of this race.
Yeah, quarter mile. The only track from Alberta in the series.
Don't see any major gains from the Teague machine after his adjustments, but may take a lap or 2 for them to show their car.
Let me see if I can find time good scoring that actually has what laps they're on.
Don't look now, but Mark Antoine Cameron is passing some race cars. He's to the inside of DJ Kennington. Not for position, but he's marching his way closer.
Okay, there is one. Hold on a minute.
Look at the running order. It's Ranger, Lacroix, Chisholm, Teague, Cameron, then Kennington, Krizik, Neveu, Jackson, Hathaway, then Dumoulin and Stiers rounding out the field. Still Andrew Ranger.
There we go. Okay, so there's your leaderboard. Okay, Cameron is on the lead lap. Okay. Jamie Krizik
is closing the gap on Andrew Ranger out in front in that 74 machine, driving away from the 8 of Danny Chisholm. Kevin Lacroix is a 1/10 of a second faster than Andrew Ranger.
Still up front, Ranger and Lacroix. Chisholm a long way back now as he's faded, but Teach has not been able to make a move on that 8 car just yet.
As laps continue to tick away, 67 laps to go, so we get shorter and shorter here. We're almost into a Saturday night special.
Onto the front chute come the 2 leaders.
All right,
once
Cameron
again,
leads by
Ranger
7
and
over
Lacroix.
Ranger and 16 over Kevin Lacroix. But I think with this performance, if they can just keep hold on, if Ranger can win the race, he'll take the points lead.
Now Lacroix looks like he's back up on that wheel. Those two have been able to separate themselves away from Danny Chisholm.
It's 5
and
points.
Is it go
I think
time? With Etienne
point for leading the
telling
most
these
laps.
guys, just
5
don't
points
wreck
for.
each other.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be a lot of pecking order with this team, but like you say, don't wreck each other. They are turning laps right now within a few hundredths of a second of each other.
And if we wondered if Lacroix might have been riding, it looks like that may have been the case as he is back up, putting the pressure on the leader, Andrew Ranger. Both cars under the same shot,
Hello.
different liveries,
Astro,
but they have been
my
working
man.
well together. At Chaudière, same
Sorry,
type
I've
of thing.
been
It was a
quite
1-2
busy
finish.
lately.
Lacroix was not disappointed.
It's late for you,
He said,
man.
I'm happy to
Or
see our
you
team
just wake
running
up
so
early?
well. But after a night like tonight,
Well, I had
you
to
gotta
work
feel
today, so.
he's gonna
All right.
not be happy with
So this is the
anybody
Canada
here
Series
tonight.
race. The ARCA
Well,
race
you would
just
imagine
concluded.
Andrew Ranger's running a much different line than Kevin Lacroix. He's going a little bit closer to the inside on the straightaways. He's not coming all the way out to the wall off the corner. Kevin Lacroix has taken a much greater arc into the turn, faster to the center of the corner. Ranger a little better off.
A lot of drivers walking the track today to find the best line or what they felt might be the quick way around here. If you look at the rubber marks, this whole surface gets used at some point, but most of these drivers have been stuck in the bottom 2
So,
lanes.
yeah, this is in Alberta, in Edmonton. Kevin Lacroix in second. He's the guy trying to. He's the type of guy who will he'll punt the guy out of the way if they look at him back and go a long way.
It was he needed, but he's just behind by that 1.3 seconds. Is going to be tough to make up. Although that lap he was faster than both race leaders.
Lacroix looking all around the Paillet Chevrolet 27. Look to the outside off of 2. Look to the bottom through 1 and 2. We'll watch where Lacroix puts it this time. Lets it roll right up to the outside and gets right in the second lane.
And what he's trying to do is cut underneath the 27 of Ranger. So he's driving out that wide to carve across the middle of the turn. But Ranger knows that. So he's really shallowing up his exit off the corner.
Yeah, making him use up the nose of the Napa 74. That Dodge car has been picture perfect so far, but he's going to have to start getting the plow out.
But what it's going to do as Ranger continues to play defense, it's going to allow Danny Chisholm to close that gap.
Chisholm looks like he's doing that, has been able to gap the Cameron 96 machine a little bit, but we focus on the leaders. Ranger and Lacroix trying to hold one another off as we close in on 50 to go.
And Ranger still holding on.
And even with that defensive line Ranger's run the last few laps, he's been able to pick up the pace. So
Amazing, like those top two, like they can run closer than Enders. You can't even see third place. I have no idea where Danny Chisholm's at.
Danny Chisholm holds on to position number 3. Huge win for them, no matter how it concludes.
There he is. It is fourth right behind. Wait, Cameron passed Donald Teej. I didn't even see that.
Teej in 5th. All 5 of those cars have been strong, but nobody's been as strong as the front 2.
49 laps to go. Last time by it was 250 down, 50 laps remaining, and what a battle at the front of this one.
So Ranger would get a lap for leading, plus 5 for winning, and it's 7. It would be a 9-point gain over Cameron. Oh, Cameron is to the back over the 8 car.
Cameron, that's your battle for 3rd and 4th on the speedway.
There is about
As I think
foot
Ranger takes the
between
points lead
front
by
bumper
2.
of Kevin Lacroix, the rear bumper of Andrew Ranger. Same can be said for Cameron. And
Cameron bumps Danny Chisholm, takes third.
That number 8. Chisholm gives him some room, but did he do it so he could drive back into the corner and give him a shot? Nope,
Well,
doesn't look it.
Cameron opened up that bottom.
Lacroix bumps the shit out of the 27, but Andrew Ranger still holds on. Oh man, he goes wide. Here comes Lacroix. He takes back the top spot.
Kevin Lacroix rolls under Ranger.
Andrew Ranger back to second. Kevin Lacroix back to the lead in that 74 as they race down.
Will Lacroix be able to pull away now that he's back up front?
They didn't waste a lot of time battling. Kevin Lacroix just with a beautiful move to take over
That
the
changes
lead.
the calculus.
Lacroix back out point like he was for the first 153 circuits here today, qualifying on the pole. Behind him, teammate Andrew Ranger. And then back to Cameron in the 96.
Ranger is
Cameron's
teammates
for
with
3 straight
Cameron,
here.
not Lacroix.
This could be
Yeah, Lacroix is starting to pull away.
Put the 96 in a position for 3 straight.
Certainly could as Kevin Lacroix opens up a car length and a half over the 27 of Andrew Ranger. Be 40 laps to go next time.
Leaders working their way back to turn 3 and 4 once again. They'll see the 0 Steyers put a fairway up in front. Not going to be a problem. The battle for third has settled down. Cameron clearly has
I think Cameron is going to reel in the leaders.
And Donald T just nowhere to be found.
Yeah, he's coming
in
hard.
That battle just yet. He's stuck up behind LP Dumoulin and the Castrol machine of DJ Kennington.
This track is the same size as my home track of Riverhead Raceway.
On the track, the last
You
number
see the
of
27
laps by
fading to
1/10
the
of a
74.
second. He is
And the 96
1.4
getting ever
seconds behind
closer.
the leaders. That means within 14 laps, he should be closed in on the lead duo. It's not going to take him that
As
long.
they said, they're closing in on the last place car of Glenn Steyers in the 0.
We had the car leading, and then Cameron just rolled up and stole it away from Lacroix. Lacroix, though, has distanced himself on Ranger now that he's got out front. Put about 5 lengths between himself. And now Cameron hunting back to the 27.
Ranger gets around the slower traffic. Glenn Steyers, now Marc-Antoine Cameron going to drive to the inside of that 0 machine. The top 3, in fact, the top 4 are all in the same half straightaway. Unbelievable how well these cars are running.
Yeah, especially after a long distance race like this with such green flag runs, you would think it would be stretched out quite a bit, but not the case here tonight.
Back into some open race.
Astro, you ready for Spa tomorrow?
A few slower cars ahead of them.
As long as, well, we know that Max is in 11th place due to the penalty, but other than that, I really hope it is going to be a good race.
Me too. Spa deserves
3
it.
of the top guns here in the NASCAR Canada Series.
I remember a few
I
years
just
ago the
don't
talk
want-
was whether the track would lose its date just because of financial problems.
Yeah. I just don't want that stupid multi-21 problem.
Yeah, these
Really ugly.
top 3 were 11 points apart, so it's going to get even tighter as we work off.
Wait.
Back towards
Oh, you're
Ontario
right.
for the
You're
next
right.
event.
Well,
Actually,
because
Quebec is the next
I
event.
forgot the racing reference thing is wrong about
Yeah, the rest
how
of the
many points
season
they
we're
had.
back in
Sutherland was
Ontario
race
and
7. So
Quebec for
there's a
all
race
of the
behind in
races.
terms of points.
Is just ahead of the race leader, Jason Hathaway in the 3. Knocking on the back door of the 24, Thomas Neveu.
Been a great series with the tour schedule so far. 6 provinces touched this season. Nova Scotia,
What was it?
Newfoundland, Alberta, Saskatoon, Ontario, Quebec part of the tour this year. And we've got to see some great facilities around the country so far. We are under 30 laps to go. And the Paye Chevrolet team mates, well, they're not teammates,
No,
but the
wait.
similarity-looking cars are going to start going at it here. As J.C. Paye's got to be pleased, both his logos on these machines.
Sponsor mates.
I have no
That's a
idea
good
what the
way to
points
Second,
gap is.
third, and fourth, all in a row, just behind the 84 of Larry Jackson.
Lacroix pinned up behind Hathaway and Thomas Neveu as second and third, wheel to wheel underneath Larry Jackson's 84.
A battle also for the 6th position. That is the free pass spot. DJ Kennington has the spot. Jamie
Ranger still holding on to the position ahead of Cameron, but Cameron out of the back bumper. Larry Jackson getting closer. He's a couple, I think he's in 9th though. According to time of scoring. Oh, we got a caution apparently. But Jackson was 4 down.
This is going to make them want to do it more.
It's a lot of fun. We go out east and some of the Eastern Canadians race with us. We come out west.
Cameron being super aggressive on Ranger.
And you get someone like Danny
A little
Chisholm
loose
from
there.
the east, come out west and drive a car. That's what grows the series, Clint.
Cameron out of the inside, bumps Ranger out of the way.
Cameron gets to the inside of Ranger.
Oh no!
Chisholm
Chisholm bumps Ranger. Oh, destroying the left front fender and the hood. That brings out the caution. Oh man, are you kidding me?
Well, he just fishtailed from the Indian.
Damn.
Back on. There is not a driver in this series with the amount of car control that Andrew Ranger has.
Well, that's not going to be a fun conversation. That's for sure.
Now a dumpster fire as he's got to head back to the pits. Flat left rear, all kinds of
led a lot of laps,
on the
was
nose.
running second, and now all that's
If you're
junk.
Jamie Krizik, you're wishing you to push it a little bit harder. Cameron gets in there, kind of surprised Ranger. And
Yeah,
Danny
Chisholm just
drove in.
power bombed that thing
I
into the
understand what he
27.
wanted
My
to do.
God.
If we can get the truck to show that again, watch the angle
That
that
was,
the 8 takes into the corner.
that was
You see all
crap.
the damage there on the 27 of Ranger, nose buckled up, flat left rear. We get another look at it.
Watch the angle of the 8 car, the 3rd car in line down into the corner. So Ranger's trying to close the door, and Danny Chisholm really didn't have a shot to get that car turned.
Not the best execution there on the move, but what had been a good day for Danny Chisholm. Rebounded though, he didn't go back, he blended in. So we'll see, he slits himself in 4th position on the running order still right now, but that's gonna change because the 27 of Rangers on pit road.
He's probably going to restart in the 3rd spot.
And where's Ranger gonna be? Right there with him, right? Yeah, so
Why?
right on the back bumper.
But they've got to keep him on the lead lap, so this crew's got to go to work.
So he'll go down a lap here, right, if they make it by and don't get this one done. And looks like that's going to be the case. Kenny
They're
Racing.
sitting him out like that?
No, they held him, so he will go down a lap now.
Yeah, Gloria Eng, the official with the stop and go sign.
I guess so he'll go back to 6th or 7th. And behind Jamie Krizik.
So that would put him first car down, right? You'd think that would put him first car down a lap?
No, Jamie Krizik is the first car down a lap.
So bigger problems for the Ranger 27 car. He will fade back, and now we see Kennington maybe getting the free pass. He just passed the field.
Yeah, Kennington got the... I'm a little curious why it took them so long to change a left rear tire. You know, that's where you've got to be on the ball, realize it's not a controlled caution. It's not everybody come into the pit, so... Now, lots can still happen between now and the end of this race.
Pace car's off. We're ready to go back to it here.
Through the Pinty's restart zone, no more of this outside lane restart for the race leader. Lacroix fires hard off the bottom. Leaves Danny Chisholm and Marc-Antoine Cameron to back.
Chisholm knocking the crap out of Cameron. And he gets a second.
Now Cameron backs out. He's going to take a shot. He'll knock the bumper on the
He tried, but not able to get there. 16 to go. 50 to go.
Cameron really checked up on the high side there. He wanted nothing to do with being on the top of the racetrack, as we've got 14 laps to go.
Can Cameron get back up and take a poke here at the 8 of Chisholm? Still enough time to make that work. Lacroix rolls that 74 Dodge onto the back straightaway and starts to pull away once more.
Lacroix out in front, leaving Danny Chisholm to battle with Marc-Antoine Cameron for second. That is exactly what Lacroix wants to see.
Danny Chisholm in the 8 car trying to hold back the Cameron 96. Cameron would like 3 straight, but he's not going to be able to make that happen unless he can pass both the 8 and the ever so tough 74 here tonight. Lacroix's been the car to beat all night. Gave us some fits in the middle portion of that, but came back strong here at the end.
10 laps to go for the race leader, Kevin Lacroix. This time out of turn number 4, the battle on the track is for the second spot.
Cameron nosing in and on the inside. Can't quite find the line down there. Chisholm slow off the turn. Holding him up, trying to get it down there. Cameron
Cameron is trying to really set it into Chisholm as he gets him back. 9 to go.
Oh, Cameron gets loose into the corner.
Chisholm gonna get him.
Also, he's gonna get
tries to get the bumper there too, but not able to stick it.
The 74 has run away.
Yep, Lacroix, I mean, he's fast.
Laps are winding down. Second, third, and fourth. Nose to tail down the back straightaway.
Cameron, Danny Chisholm, and Teej. Second, third, fourth. All Lacroix out in front. These are the battles we're watching with 6.5 to go.
Donald Teej lightened up that 8 car in the middle of 1 and 2 last time. Chisholm a little bit quicker through 3 and 4 than the 80 at Teej, but Teej really good in 1 and 2.
Rolling down on the apron goes the 80 car. 5 to go for the leader as Mike Charest throws the high 5 at the Napa Dodge of Kevin Lacroix.
Now it's Donald Teej trying to get by Danny Chisholm.
500 Napa people here tonight. What a big win it would be for that team.
Down the front straight.
Yeah, he's gonna bump around the 8 soon.
Still holding on.
All over the back bumper of that
1 mile to go.
Looks like most of the top 5 has sorted itself out. 3 laps to go for the quick strut Napa machine. Cameron rolling the inside, sliding around turn 2, but nothing for Chisholm or Teej to bite into.
Danny Chisholm's holding a pretty wheel in that 8 machine, doing a good job keeping the veteran behind him. Out of turn number 4, the white
Here we go. White flag is out. Last lap
It has been all
at Edmonton.
through the first 299. Looks struggling through the middle, but at the end it's all his.
And here comes the number 74 Napa machine through the final turn. Win number 3 of the year, 21 of his career. Kevin Lacroix wins at Edmonton.
Rounds out the podium with
Marc-Antoine Cameron second, Danny Chisholm third, Donald Teej in fourth, and DJ Kennington wraps up. Wraps up the top 5 and the lead lap.
Came back to be the end here. He's down.
All right.
We might be.
So that was that. I'll be back in a half hour for the ARCA West race at Shasta Speedway. Just let me update my stats. Unbelievable stuff. But so thank you to everyone who showed up for this stream. Again, I'll be back in a half hour. We did hit the sub goal. Yay. And then after that, I'll be back next week for the NASCAR, for the ARCA Menards Series race at Oco. Thank you so much for watching. See you in a bit. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.